talk. Thanks everybody for being here. You guys are amazing. You guys are rad. Uh, let's open it up with a small paragraph that I like to use. 1 Corinthians chapter 16, 13, and 14 says this: Be on your guard, stand still in the faith, be courageous, be strong, do everything in love. All right, a truck driver is supposed to be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the truck law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Can everybody hear me okay? Can you let me know in the chat, please, if you can hear me okay? I just set my Rode mics, and I just want to make sure everybody can hear me okay. Mose, welcome in, brother. How's everybody doing? Every 10 folks we get in here, thank you, sport. I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Okay, Ray says, great. Loud and proud. That's what's up, Amos. Okay, as soon as we get 10 people, I will read you our new script. We are building a team at Ton, Truckers Unite Now. We are building a team of 480 small carriers or drivers, 480 individuals in the United States of America, 10 per state, that are going to move simultaneously together in one direction to get whatever it is that they decide to do. This isn't about me. This isn't my team. This is our team. We are going to be moving together as a group. Because one thing's for sure, we don't have money, do we? We don't have money, but we do have numbers. So with those numbers, let's crush the lobbyist groups that are taking over Congress and Senate, right? Let's take them over and let's get her done. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got 15 people. Here we go. Are you guys ready for this? Check it out. I'm not going to be bringing anybody up just yet. Amir, if you would be patient, please, sir. You will be first. Just give me 10 minutes and then we will start bringing people up. So, truckers complain every single day, but nothing ever changes. They complain online, right? We're tired of being ignored. It's time for drivers to take control and to take real action. The problem? Well, right now we have rules, unfair brokers, we have pay issues, and we have problems in the trucking industry that nobody listens to. Our drivers, one driver calling a congressman or a senator gets completely ignored. One driver trying to change a rule doesn't even make a dent, does it? That's the hard truth. But here's the thing. We do have something powerful, and that is numbers. We all have numbers. We're all right here pretty much, aren't we? That's why we created Truckers Unite Now, also known as TUN, T-U-N, Truckers Unite Now. A team of 480 independent drivers across the lower 48 working states, moving shoulder to shoulder as equals. And here's how it works. Each state has 10 drivers, one state organizer, and 9 spear drivers. One state organizer keeps the other 9 coordinated, and the 9 spear drivers work alongside each other. Nobody's a boss. Nobody's above each other. And let's see, nobody's alone. Um, Drivers work alongside each other. I'm not above anybody. I stay in touch with the 48 state organizers that stay in touch with their 9 spear drivers. That's what keeps 480 drivers powerful. That's how we can make possibly some change. I'm not above anybody. And advocates, hopefully, if we can get this team of 480 drivers going, this team is whatever it decides to do. It's not whatever I decide to do. These 480 drivers with Truckers Unite Now are for all the trucking advocates. Anything that the trucker advocates that are out there need, they can use these 480 drivers if the 480 drivers want to be a part of whatever it is. Does that make sense? Let's see. So the one state organizer stays in touch with their 9 spear drivers. This way, no one person has to do all the work. Every driver contributes. Every idea counts. Together, we all have strength in numbers, and it's going to be impossible to be ignored. Decisions are to be shared with all 480 drivers so that there is complete transparency and everybody knows how to move together in one direction independently. That's how we make real change as drivers in the trucking industry. Without lobbyists and without money, just drivers working together. Imagine, for example, creating a type of freight guard, but reversed against bad brokers, shady carriers, shady shippers, insurance providers, bad mechanics, horrible truck stops. Imagine the drivers creating a freight guard against them for once, because everything is against the driver, isn't it? Everything is against the driver. We are calling to action 480 of the strongest, the bravest, the smartest, the most noble American commercial truck drivers. Does that statement fit your personality, driver? Here's the deal. We can't do this alone. We need selfless drivers who are ready to step up and to take action, real action. If you want to make a real change in your state and in your country, here's your chance. Stand with us at TUN, Truckers Unite Now, and make a difference all industries in America can mimic. If we are successful in saving the trucking industry, making it a lot better for truck drivers, for the American middle class, apply today and be a state organizer if you want to contribute to your state, or be a spear driver and make a difference on the front line as an action spear driver. Front line. We're moving shoulder to shoulder, equal voices, one goal, real measurable change in the trucking industry. The more drivers who join, the louder our voices become. One driver gets ignored. 480 drivers gets heard. Period. End of story. So I'm gonna go back, read some of your comments. Thank you everybody so much for being here. It's only been what, 4 or 5 months as a trucking advocate, and I have finally figured out my place in the industry. I really feel like my place in this industry is to do my best to unite drivers and small carriers together. But I'll also say this, it's also to unite brokers, shippers, insurance companies, mechanics. Now, I didn't say that in the beginning, did I? I didn't say that in the beginning, but I'm saying it now because I realize we really are all a team. The whole trucking industry, it really is a team, and we need to come together. The ones that are hurting the trucking industry is the bad players, the bad shippers, the bad drivers, the bad brokers. They're everywhere. It's no just one person. It's a combination of people. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So this is what we're doing. Truckers Unite Now, also known as TUN, is building a team of independent small carriers and drivers only that are a team of 480 people, 10 per state. Okay. And so if you want to join, it's going to be 10 drivers per state, one state organizer, and 9 spear drivers. The state organizer is not above. A state organizer is not a leader. Nobody is a leader in this team. Nobody is the boss. Not me, not you, not anyone. We are all equals moving shoulder to shoulder. And what we do twice a month, we get on X, the 1st and the 15th. Easy to remember. 1st and the 15th, Central Time, 8 p.m. We get on X and we converse and we talk about these things. 1 hour before we get on the national meeting, each state will have their own meeting 1 hour before the meeting, the 1st and the 15th. So the 9 spear drivers in each state will tell their one state organizer what to say at the national level. And then we'll get together. Hopefully I can get all trucking advocates to also get on this board with the 48 that just basically took notes of what the other 432 said. I hope that makes sense. I hope it's not too confusing. Of course, it's a little bit bigger than that, but basically in a nutshell, that's what it is. Yeah. All right, Hamburger, you're out of here. Sorry about that, guys. We got a few bad actors in here. Let's see. Block and mute. Yeah. Where are your moderators when you need them? True on all around. Trucker Ed says true on all around. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I appreciate the follow too. Thank you. Let's see. Tank, you shared the live. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Carville says hello. Hello. How are you? So we're going to be reading the long version. Let's see. I'll get to it. Okay. I hope everybody's doing great on this Saturday. Welcome in. If you're on Facebook, perfect timing. If you're on Facebook, X, or YouTube, we are about to read our new team. And I hope some of you will join. I hope the best of the best that are here right now will join this team of 480 drivers who are going to be just a helping hand for all the trucking advocates. That's what we are building here. Let's see. Carmela Villain says, my husband is a truck driver. Right on. Tell him to come join our team. Carm Villa. There are a lot of trucking advocates on here that are trying to save the trucking industry. The trucking industry right now is absolutely terrible for all truck drivers. It is absolutely horrible. We need help more than you know. Well, you probably know if your husband is a truck driver. All right. Truck drivers complain every day online, correct? But nothing changes. Truckers Unite Now is about 10 drivers per state stepping up, working together, and finally being impossible to ignore. This is recruitment content, not just commentary. No ranks, no bosses, no gatekeepers, just moving shoulder to shoulder as free people, equal voices, one direction. You are free to join other trucking advocacy groups, and we highly encourage that. If you are a member at Truckers Unite Now, we will never tell you you can't go somewhere or what you can or can't do because you are a free individual. Because in America and underneath God Almighty, nobody controls anybody. Am I wrong? I believe that that's the disconnect here of why truck drivers will never get along. I believe it's because we keep trying to control each other, possibly. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. This is what our team is for, right? I need you. I need you to step up and help me so I can have a better life. I'm living to paycheck too, you guys. I got nothing in my savings, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I budget well. I don't drink, smoke. I don't gamble. I don't spend my money foolishly, yet I'm broke and I'm working 90 hours a week. It's insane. Macone, what's up, brother? Hey, perfect timing. Please stay because I'm reading out our team of what we're doing for you and for everybody. All right, everybody, go give Macone a follow if you can. Go give him a follow. He is with AFFTRA, which I support that also. AFFTRA is a great organization also helping truck drivers. We got one really great trucking advocate in here. Anyway, Truckers Unite Now is 480 independent drivers across the 48 lower states moving shoulder to shoulder to fix what is broken in the trucking industry. By the way, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to be bringing people up. Just so you know, the reason I keep moving back and forth, I'm live on TikTok here, and I'm live on Facebook, YouTube, and X here. So respectfully, I'm not trying to be insulting by going back and forth. I just trying to be respectful to everybody. Once I start bringing people up live, Prince, welcome in, man. Thank you. Prince says, got my support. I appreciate what you're doing. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, and I support you too. So just so y'all know, when I do bring people up, everyone is going to get a chance to have 3 minutes, period, end of story. So if there's only one person and they're talking for 5 minutes, and then I'll let you keep talking if there's no one else. But if there's new people coming in, I will stop you unless we're really in the mix of it. And I will go to the new person because I want everybody here at Truckers Unite Now, I want everybody to know how very special you are, how important you are, and how you might be the one to be able to figure it out. Who knows? So your voice here is very important. You will be protected here at Truckers Unite Now. Nobody will interrupt you. Nobody will scream at you. I do not put up with that here. Even if you're a broker, nobody is going to be yelling at you or screaming at you. I would like to see decent people here, okay? And you're safe to be here. I want everyone to know that now. Your ideas matter to me. Anyway, most grassroots efforts fail because they overrule themselves to, am I right? Truckers Unite now heads with culture, not bureaucracy. Core culture and suggestions. Truckers Unite now, core culture are as follows. No one speaks for others. We speak with others. No backroom deals with other drivers. Transparency or nothing. And action beats outrage. Hang on, guys. Every state has an organizer, not a boss. They don't command, they coordinate. The 9 spear drivers don't follow, they advance. Now that our core culture is locked shoulder to shoulder, our next step is practical and critical. Here it is, clean and concrete. The first action of the 480 is coordinated pressure. 480 drivers or small carriers contacting the same elected official on the same day with the same message. This is one example of how we can move together in the same direction. And this is just an example that I'm not saying that's what it's going to be, because it doesn't matter what I want. It matters what the team wants. It's not about what Vince with Truckers Unite Now wants. It matters what you input to what Truckers Unite Now wants. So I want to make that very clear. I am not the leader or a boss of anything here. This is one example. This is one example of how we can move in the same direction at the same time on the same trucking issue or complaint with a clear, coordinated solution. That's it. No protesting, no arguing, online, focused, lawful, impossible to ignore pressure. One driver equals noise. 480 drivers equals signal. One driver calling a congressman or a senator gets ignored. 480 drivers from 48 states all on the same day forces a response. That's the difference between frustration and true power. Thank you for the share, and then thank you for all the likes. I see you guys. Tank, thank you, brother. Welcome in. Thank you for the share. This strategy respects independence, requires no money, requires no bureaucracy, is legal, is clean, and effective, scales state by state, and most importantly, no one speaks for anyone else. Everyone speaks for themselves together. What does a win look like? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. One, a senator's office acknowledging all of the calls of the 480 drivers or small carriers, a staffer requesting a meeting, a public statement or a response, media inquiry. You don't need policy change on day one, drivers. You need proof of impact. Truckers Unite Now is suggesting that this is one core principle oath for the ton oath or Truckers Unite Now oath. Every qualified driver or small carrier for Truckers Unite Now agrees to this one paragraph oath, and we can change this paragraph. We can add to it, we could take away from it. It's whatever you got, what we want together. Does that make sense? It's not what I want. So, but this is just a rough draft. We stand shoulder to shoulder with other drivers as an equal. You speak for yourself. I speak for myself. We all act lawfully and we keep our word. I will not seek power over others. Thank you for the heart me. I will not seek power over others, only progress with them. If you crave or seek status, control, or a microphone, this team is not for you. We say that respectfully. If you crave or seek equal footing, real action, and strength in numbers, a trucking family with morals, values, integrity, loyalty, and strength in numbers, welcome home. We move forward together as a team, not sideways or selfish as greedy individuals. Aren't you guys all sick of that? Greedy individuals, selfish individuals. Isn't everybody here dude, it's done. 2026 is the freaking year, man. This is the year. For all of us, man. This is the year we get involved and we try new things. And you know what? This might not work. Okay, but we need to try something, y'all. This isn't working. I know it's not working for you. It's not working for me. Who's this working for? A very few select. We need to make it work for the many, not just a few people. 5 reasons why this is possible to succeed, this idea. Consistency equals trust. Meeting every 1st and the 15th of the month on the same time builds reliability within the group. People know when to show up. Everyone gets a voice. All 480 attend and hear what's happening, but you're keeping the actual decision making to the 48 state organizers. Those 48 state organizers, they all have 9 spear drivers each, that 1 hour before the national meeting, each one of you have a state meeting, and you decide, the 10 of you decide what you want to bring to the table nationally. And that's what the 48 state organizers will all decide. Exactly. Like, I want to be the state organizer for Nevada. I might even be a spear driver for the state of Nevada. I don't have to be the state organizer. Just to prove to you guys, it's not a title of power. It's not a title of statue. It's just a position. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. To avoid chaos while still keeping input decentralized, have a separate meeting 1 hour in advance for your state's 10 drivers to get prepared for the national meeting. The state organizer in each state will converse with their 9 spear drivers, and collect all the complaints and the solutions, and then the state organizer will bring them to the national 480 drivers total. The team meeting on X. Suggested time for the spear drivers to talk is 5 minutes for the states. So 1 hour before the national, each state has the meeting. You guys get 5 minutes each to talk, or longer. That's up to you. And then on the national level, it's 2 minutes, because we don't want to bore people, right? I mean, it's already going to be an hour and a half meeting like that. That's kind of long for a lot of people, especially 8 o'clock at night. And hey, Jane, how you doing? Thanks for being here. You're on this too, Jane. So if you have a minute, please listen. Um, and by the way, everyone, again, all of this can be changed. This is just a rough draft, right? This is progress in the making. It can be, the times can be switched, the dates can be switched. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to be one small part of this group that either fails together or succeeds together. Okay, let's see. Collective decision making. Thank you for the heart me. Decisions are made as a group, as equals. No single person dictates, period, end of story. That's strength culture and recruitment. Idea implementation. By giving everybody a chance to contribute ideas, you tap into the creative and problem solving of the full group while keeping action focused, right? How did we get so strong as a country? By critical thinking and the creativity of a human being. When human beings are free, they create things, they design things, they're amazing. Scale without bureaucracy. The 480 drivers never feel like followers, and the 48 organizers are not bosses. It's coordination, not command. Perfect for independent drivers and small carriers. David, what's going on? I see you. Rotating meeting facilities. One of the 48 state organizers can rotate facility duties each meeting time, if so decided by the state, to prevent burnout and to reinforce equality and shared responsibilities. After each meeting, we shall have an action tracker, and that creates a clear list of agreed upon actions so that the 480 team members know exactly what to do. Transparency plus accountability equals momentum. WeTheTruckers.com can provide a map of all states of these 10 drivers for action drivers and for their contact information. Name, state, position, phone number, and email. WeTheTruckers.com also is filled with great trucking advocates and states current federal, on the federal level and the state. They have a lot of current bills in the trucking industry. Go check them out. WeTheTruckers.com. It's an amazing website. Okay, how the idea biweekly meetings follow. Step one, local state brainstorming at the state level. Each state organizer plus the 9 spear drivers identifies this. Number one, local issues. Number two, opportunities. Number three, ideas for coordinated action. Everybody contributes, nobody dominates. There's a reason I keep saying that repetitively. I'm sorry if I do, but it's important that everybody knows nobody controls. All right, they only contribute. No one dominates. This ensures every state's unique problems and creativity is captured. Very important. Step two, nationwide brainstorming. Each state organizer presents their state's proposal on the national level. Organizers discuss, refine, and collectively decide which actions the full 480 should take for that next 2 weeks. Decisions are decided with actions. Decisions are decided collective, not dictated by one single person ever. Because that's not how we're going to get anything done, by one single person. And the power goes to the people's heads, right? The power will go to your head if you're the one in charge of everything. I think that's the disconnect. I think that's what's happening in the trucking industry. By the way, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate the likes and the shares and the comments. I will start bringing people up. I have one more page left. I really, really, really appreciate you guys being here. It means the world to me that you would spend your very valuable time here with me to listen to this idea. Okay, so thank you very much. We're going to start rocking and rolling and getting other people in here to talk, and I can answer some questions, or we could just wrap, whatever. Step three, execution by the 480 after the meeting. The agreed upon actions are distributed to all the 480 action drivers. 432 spear drivers, 48 state organizers. Each driver acts independently, but in coordinated timing. This is where the strength in numbers comes alive. Why this works so well. Scales without chaos. States do their own work while the national meeting coordinates by big picture ideas. Two, maintains independence. Drivers never feel like they're following orders, right? No drivers or small carriers follow orders, okay? Organizers aren't bosses, they're coordinators. And number three, maximizes creativity. Each state can experiment on their own issues. If successful, the ideas can be adopted nationally for all 480 of us to try. And you know what else is cool? This 480 could grow into something even bigger. My hope is that it grows into 2 million and we completely dominate the trucking industry like we did before deregulation. And we're not sitting here complaining online anymore. We're just comparing vacations that we took. Does that make sense? Amen? Because we really have earned a good life for ourselves. We lose our lives on average at about 62 years old. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but that is the truth. Our bodies driving this equipment and going through what we go through, especially OTR drivers, it's hell. It's hell on your body. And time is a ticking. Time's a ticking. Tick tock, tick tock. Power in numbers. Coordinated action by 480 drivers is much harder to ignore than 48. Let's see. Okay, and one more page of the recruitment. This is on, I have a video on this if you ever want to go back to it. I'll be posting videos more into detail about all this so that if you want to watch them here soon, you can. Right now, we have rules. We have unfair rules, unfair brokers, we have pay issues, and we have problems in the trucking industry, right? And no one listens. One driver calling a senator gets ignored. One driver trying to change a rule can't make a dent. That's the hard truth. But here's the thing. We do have something powerful. We have numbers, okay? There's 2 million American truck drivers. There's 2 million truly professional, passionate, amazing truck drivers. That's why we created Truckers Unite Now, also known as TON. A team of 480 independent drivers and small carriers across the lower 48 states working shoulder to shoulder as equal to help all the trucking advocates. Here's how it works. Each state has 10 drivers, one state organizer who keeps coordination with 9 sphere drivers. They all work alongside each other. I'm not above anybody. I and the other trucking advocates, if they feel so inclined, we stay together and we keep in touch with the 48 organizers. That way we can really know, what do the other 432 drivers want? 9 for each state. What do they want? What are their concerns? What are their solutions? Together we all have strength in numbers. We'll be impossible to be ignored. And I feel like I just keep rambling on, so I will bring people up. If anybody wants to come up, now is your chance. And FYI, let's see if Amir is still there. Just so everybody knows, I'm going to be on TikTok for 1 hour, and then I'm going to try something new. I am going to head over to Facebook for an hour. Then I'm going to skip to YouTube for an hour live. Then I'm going to skip to X for a live. So I'm going to be here for 4 hours. If you would like to come along to Facebook, then X, then YouTube, I would love to have you there. If you don't, that's okay too. I'm not here to force anybody to do anything. I'm not here to try to make you do anything, because the reality of it is this. Number one, we're American. And number two, we're truck drivers, right? So good luck trying to get us to do anything. So if anybody wants to come up and talk about it, I'll read some of your comments. Onipa says, how do I become a truck driver? Well, the way you become a truck driver is first you go to trucking school. Also, can everybody hear me okay? And thank you again. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. I really appreciate you guys. Oh, we've already done a half hour. Maybe I'll do an hour from here. I don't know yet. Amos, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate it. Strong Driver for You says, the only thing we got to be careful of is AI. Yeah, you're right, brother. You're right. AI, dude, they're already rolling out trucks to a lot of trucks in the flatlands, right? And Texas is already doing it, man. Again, everybody, thank you for being here. You are my hero. I appreciate it. Let's see, is that, no, that's not up there. Okay. North Hart, thanks for coming in. Welcome. Like I said, if anybody wants to come up and talk about it, no worries. Strong Driver says FedEx co-tractors need to unite against FedEx. I think all truck drivers need to unite with each other to make our lives better. That's what I think, man. That's what I think. Thank you for sharing the live, Jane. I'm just going back on comments now. Let's see, long watch time. Connected Cargo. What's up, brother? How are you? Hayden, right? Welcome in, Hayden. Yeah. Excuse me. What? Okay, I thought they said dad. Let's see. Send a heart me. Prince, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Cool Harvey says, hey, Vince, I'm working on a meeting with a couple of senators. Dude, I saw your video, bro. I saw your video. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. I'm just going back on all of your past comments now, guys. Let's see. JJ Trucking says, damn, thanks. Oh, wait, you guys are reading something else. Okay. Let's see. Joe Brooks, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the follow. Every follow matters, man. Every person matters. Every follow matters. Thank you. Laperta says, what happened to all my followers? You thought I had 20K. I did. I got banned. I was banned for speaking truth. I didn't do anything wrong. I was either banned or I was hacked. TikTok didn't even send me over my money that I had on my first account. And not only that, they didn't even send me email telling me what I did so that I do better and I don't commit the same community guideline. So, man, I don't know. What can I do? I emailed them. I called them. Like most people in life now, they don't answer. They gaslighted me. So I'm not sure. Welcome in, everybody on, oh my gosh, I'm just seeing your comments now. Oh yes, will soon. Thank you, IQ Loading. I appreciate that. If you're still watching, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate that. Over on, oh, you're on YouTube. Okay, very good, very good. Let's see. So that's what happened to my 20,000 followers. But it's okay, because people that know me, people that follow me or like me, they know where to find me, and I know where to find them. A couple of them also got banded, and it is what it is. Strong Driver says TikTok is becoming too sensitive. You are absolutely right. I am pretty fed up with this app. I'll just say it. I'll be honest. I am fed up with TikTok. TikTok is, their percentage is huge. Their percentage is 65% on what they take. Literally anybody can say they didn't like my glasses and I can get violated for that. I can get a stripe for that. I can get kicked off for that. So it's like, brother, we spend a lot, content creators spend a lot more time than you think making these videos and doing these lives. I make about 70 cents an hour doing these lives, unless there's gifts. And even if there's gifts, TikTok takes so much of the money, there's really nothing left over. When I had 22,000 followers, I'll be transparent. I was making about 300 bucks a month. That's what I was making. And I was putting about 299 of that $300 back into other truck drivers' lives and accounts with gifts. I would always give them big gifts, and if I liked what they were saying or the conversation was going well, I'd make the live look popular with all the people on the side. I'd give them coins and share, like, comment, 5 words or more, that kind of thing to keep it going, because this means something to me. This advocacy is not for popularity or anything like that. I know I didn't choose this. This chose me, for real. I mean that. I even have been hesitating this team that we're talking about here for I don't know, a good month or so. I've been struggling. Am I even going to implement, this team that we're all building? Because it's a lot of free work that you give. But, for me, I've done a lot in my life that I'm not proud of. And for me, this is my way of giving back, my way of advocacy, working for the Lord, living for the Lord, trying to give back to people, trying to make other people's lives better. My life is pretty darn good. It is. My life's pretty decent. I am doing okay. But a lot of other people aren't. There are a lot of truck drivers out there that are struggling, that are losing everything right now. Those are the people I'm here for. Those are the people that I fight for free for, because it's the right thing to do. It's that simple. So if anybody wants to come up, go ahead and invite yourself up. If anybody has any questions about this team, I'm more than happy to answer or read it again. Does everybody want me to read the entire thing again, or is that kind of played out? Same thing on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Does anybody out here want me to reread the idea here, or the statement, or do you guys want me to just talk about some other stuff? Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate y'all. Oh, the dancing trucker wants me to read it again. All right, well, here we go. If anybody comes up, I'll stop, but until then, we'll keep reading. All right, here we go. Are you sure? Are you sure you really want me to read it? Okay. You know what? Do you want me to? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna read my statement that I was gonna read at the White House until things got a little chaos. Okay, the dancing trucker. I'll read for you first. Do you want me to read my statement from the White House, or do you want me to read to you the team that we're building? I'm assuming that you want me to read building the team, correct? Let's see. Bradley, welcome in. Both. Okay, I'll start with the White House one. That's what I wanted to do. This is a national trucking emergency. Small carriers and drivers are losing everything. Everything. They're losing their homes. They're losing their cars. They're losing their trucks, and they're losing their savings at a fast pace. Everything they have worked for so hard over the last 30 years is circling the drain. Why? Because of corruption and good old greed. I drove from Kingman, Arizona to the White House in hopes that our president, our vice president, or the Secretary of Department of Transportation, Sean Duffy, would talk to an average American commercial truck driver, a blue collar man, a small business owner, a husband, a father, an American citizen who is exhausted and sick and tired of being sick and tired. Everyone over the last 40 to 50 years have slowly been finding clever ways to steal money from the American truck driver. After deregulation, everything went to crap for the small carrier and for the truck driver in America. Truck drivers are shorted on mileage, paying them zip code to zip code instead of actual miles. That's about $29,000 a year in lost revenue. We were shorted on hours, waiting to get loaded and unloaded, and not being paid for the time, equaling around 24 additional $1,000 per year out of our pockets in lost revenue, or just shy of 480 hours a year. Think about that for a minute. We're shorted 480 hours of our life by sitting on the dock, and we don't get paid for it. And I'm going to do the math real quick. And see what, how many days is that? Let's see, what did I say? 480 hours divided by 24. That's 20 full days of our lives. 20 full days of our lives. We get zip. We get no money for it. We're just laughed at. It's, screw your time. Hey. Okay. Truck drivers sacrifice a lot for this great nation. We miss birthdays, holidays, weddings, surgeries, funerals, all so the American people can have a great life and a great economy. And instead of being rewarded for this very noble sacrifice, we get taken advantage of more and more every single damn day. Truck drivers don't receive overtime pay. Every time you turn around, someone is in our pockets, coming up with clever ways to take our money. There are too many hands in the cookie jar, and I am fighting to stop it, to, to stop the billion jobs made off trying to figure out clever ways to do things to truck drivers that they don't need. The things that truck drivers don't need, they need more money in their pocket to support their families. Truck drivers spend about 300 days a year in a 72 square foot box. That's the truth of it. That's half the size of your bathroom. Our job is 7 times more dangerous than law enforcement, and a truck driver's average lifespan is about 62 years old because of the abuse the human body goes through driving this heavy equipment day after day after day. We're being taken advantage of. Stop taking the money we have earned and go make your own honest living. Okay? Stop justifying taking more and more money from a small carrier and from a truck driver, like all the accessorials. We are being robbed of the accessorials. If I'm at a Cosinee and they can unload me for 2 days and they pay me for 2 days of overlay pay, I mean, if you wanted to take like 5%, I would understand that. But my time is being lost for 2 days, not yours. You're still going and you're brokering other loads. You're not losing 2 days of your life on that one load. As the truck driver, the small carrier, you are losing that truck's ability to make money for 2 days. And the overlay pay is always a joke. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. It's a joke compared to what we make working in a day. Thank you, Asin, and I hope I said that right. Thank you, brother. In the 1970s, truck drivers made around $35,000 a year. Today, that would be about $170K, and that's company driver. I'm talking about company. That revenue is still being generated in the load. It's just not going to the truck driver or the small carrier. It's going to provide others with revenue that they did not earn. Brokers, shippers, insurance companies, the states that you're living in, the federal government, everyone is taking advantage of us, and it's a real shame considering what we do for this nation. Without truck drivers, this country would collapse in 3 days. 3 days. And yet, we are treated less than human. We're tired of organizations saying that they represent us, like the ATA, the American Trucking Association, and OOIDA. They don't represent us, not like they should. They don't. They represent the mega carrier. They don't recognize or fight for the American truck driver, the little guy, the little gal, And we are 86% of this country. Don't ever forget that. Small business owners in the trucking industry are 86% of this country. Only 14% are the mega carriers. So I ask, why are you catering to the 14%? I'm listening. Is it because they're giving you millions of dollars? Is that possible? Is that possible? I am here today in hopes that I can inspire the 2 million truck drivers that are out there. That is my passion, to unite. That is truly my passion, is to unite truck drivers. We are so powerful. We just don't realize it. If we unite and we stop putting up with all of this, we can dominate the trucking industry once again. We have the numbers. We have the numbers. Don't go to work anymore. Unless you're making $175,000 a year, just don't go to work. If we all we were sick every day and we stopped going to work, guess what? Trust me, it'd change real quick. All your companies would have that money for you. And for the small carriers, that spot market would soar through the roof. It would, and it wouldn't hurt the consumer. Okay? The consumer is already paying it. How much is an iPhone? I ask. How much is this microphone? How much does this cost? This costs 30% more than it did 2 years ago, right? So do you think that the 30% that went up on this microphone in the last 2 years, is that going to the truck driver? No, then where's it going? It's going right back to the shipper. They're just not paying the small carrier. The brokers are getting screwed too, guys. The shippers, some shippers are, that's what I'm saying. We need to get bad players out of the industry. There's great players. I feel like probably most of the industry is good people. 75% are good people. We need to get out the bad. That's right. A siren says we need to show them that we are the backbone of this country. You're damn right. And you know what? I wouldn't have agreed with you 4 months ago. I would have said, no, no, this person needs to help us and that person needs to help us. But you are right, brother. The only person that's going to help us is us. We have to help ourselves. It's just that simple. Okay, let's see. Sorry, blah, 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 blah. Considering what we do, there's no without, oh yeah, I already said that. We are tired of organization. Oh, I already said that too. I apologize. Um, if we unite and stop putting up with all this, we can dominate the trucking industry once again. If we stand together, we can easily have a good life. We can go down to working 4 days a week, right? We can go down to just work 4 days a week and getting paid 3 times more. Sorry, I lost my mojo. Hang on one second. If we stand together, we can easily have a good life. We can go down to working 4 days a week and we can make 3 times more. It is possible than what we receive today. But it will be hard at first. If I can sacrifice the 2 days that I did in Washington, D.C., other drivers can sacrifice a couple days also, right? I'm barely getting by paycheck to paycheck, but I went to DC. That I've spent about 5 days in DC now protesting for truck drivers. And I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just saying what I did. But if I can do it and I'm the sole provider for 6 people and I'm getting by paycheck to paycheck, other people can do it too. Yes, it will be hard. It's hard to sacrifice. Sorry, guys, hold on. It's hard to make a sacrifice and save for something, right? I mean, look at it like, when you're saving for a car or a house, or you're saving for furniture or something like that, right? What do? You sacrifice, right? You don't spend money for a while. Well, that's what this would be like. I get it. Everybody has bills to pay. I have bills to pay. But am I really even paying my bills? Just barely. Don't you recognize that we're always just barely getting by? Somehow we barely make it. But our great grandparents didn't live like that. They didn't just barely get by. They were saving money every week. They weren't stressed out like this paying bills. They enjoyed a lot of free time for themselves and enjoyed their life. And we can have all that if we sacrifice a little bit today, or even for 4 or 5 days. If we sacrifice, we can have more down the road. So what if, okay, my newest car is a 2022 Ford Expedition King Ranch. It's a really nice car that I've spent a lot of freaking money on, wasted money. But I will tell you this, maybe I'll lose that car. You know what? That's okay. Because if I lose that car today, but I stand for something, I stand for something that matters, then maybe next week I'll have 2 Ford Expeditions. Just saying, for example, okay? We need to ban non-domicile brokers or non-direct brokers, sorry. No more 2 or 3 brokers on the same load. It's got to go. If it's not direct shipment, it don't touch it. If a broker doesn't have a driver, they can't book a load from a shipper, period. No more brokers or carriers allowed to operate outside of the United States of America. Enough is enough. If you don't live here in the USA, then you don't get to enjoy our revenue from the American trucking industry. Enforce cabotage, please. We're sick and tired of Mexican drivers and Canadian drivers stealing our freight, stealing US freight. Enough is enough. Is it a lot? I don't know. I don't think it's terrible, but it shouldn't be a thing, period. It should be so strict and so severe that it's not allowed, because even one shipment taken from an American driver is too much for me. We have to follow the law. I have to follow the law. Let's follow the law. America right now, it is time. We have to think of ourselves straight up. Our families are hurting. We need medical, we need dental, included and fully paid within our jobs. We need to stop sending our tax dollars overseas until every American family is completely financially stable and doing well. That's my opinion. Period. End of story. Not one copper cent going outside of this border until every single citizen inside this border is doing well. We need shippers and brokers regulated big time. The American truck driver is so overly regulated, it's ridiculous. Yet shippers and brokers can run rampant. We need them regulated straight up. I don't want more government either. Period. End of story. Socialized medicine. What do you mean by that? Grady said medical, dental, and vision for all is socialized medicine. I don't mean for all, I mean for American truck drivers. We work hard, right? We work super hard. We lose our lives at the young age of 62 years old. So God forbid we get we get a disease from the job. That should be taken care of. Did you know law enforcement, their hearts, because of all the up and down of the adrenaline that they go through in their careers, did you know that their hearts, they all start failing in their early 50s? And there's an organization, I forget the name of it, there's an organization that covers their tickers because of what they did for a living. They're respected, they're loved. I mean, they've earned it. So if we get sick from driving these trucks, shouldn't that be taken care of? Call me crazy, I don't know. So, but I don't understand what the socialized medicine means, brother. Can you help me understand that? A lot of people do work super hard, but I'm not here for all people. I'm here for the American truck driver. I'm focused on America and the American truck driver, brother. I care about all industries, but you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Thank you for the follow. I know a lot of people work hard, and I wish the best for them too. If you work hard and you're a part of this society, you should be taken care of, man. You know what I'm saying, brother? If you work hard at McDonald's, you should have a roof over your head, food in your mouth, a little bit of money for entertainment, and be able to go on vacation once a year. At the very minimal, we have been so brainwashed and manipulated to think work harder, work harder, work harder. It's all your fault. Save more, save more. When that's not the reality of it. Why are we thinking that way? Why is it a flex to work 120 hours a week? My thought is, hey, let's work 32 hours a week and make 3 or 4 times the amount and enjoy our lives. Wouldn't you like that, brother? Wouldn't you like to? I mean, isn't there a hobby or something you would love to do in your life that you can't because you have to work so hard just to pay bills to survive? Isn't there something, I mean, that maybe you wanted to play the drums, maybe you want to fly a drone, I don't know, something that you'd like to enjoy your life a little more with? Anyways, a freight minimum per mile needs to be established. No more cheap labor. Only the best of the best allowed in our country and in our industry. Let's bring back the true professional American commercial truck driver and the professional and the respected small carrier. Here in the United States, we are a constitutional republic. That means We tell the government what to do, and they do it. It's that simple. The government are our employees, and it's their job to make the pursuit of our happiness great. It's their job to make our life better and to make our life happy and joyful, not just theirs. I don't know about you, but I'm not very happy with what's going on right now. And it's time that the government start working for the people again, or let's vote them out. It's pretty simple. Let's find representatives that will work for the American people. Enough is enough. I'm sick of paying high taxes and watching them support people in different countries than our country. This is the country I want supported with my tax dollars. I never approved for my tax dollars to go outside of the United States. So why is it? Huh? Thank you so much for everybody for being here. I really appreciate you guys. I really do from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you spending your time here with me. It means a lot to me. Did I just get coffee? No. Sam Graves is at the head of the Transportation of Infrastructure Committee. And he says trucking is just fine. He says trucking is great. He won't support the GOT Act, which is the overtime pay for truck drivers. He won't support Connor's Law, which is the English proficiency bill that will get English as a first language to protect American lives. We've already had, what, 10 American lives lost because of people that did not speak English? When is enough enough? Protect our roads. It's that simple. So I ask Missourians right now, if there are any Missourians in here, are you going to vote him in again? Or when his seat is up for election, are you going to vote Sam Graves in again, head of the Transportation of Infrastructure Committee? Are you going to vote him in again, or are you going to vote him out? That's my question. Sam Graves doesn't care about the American truck driver. Otherwise, those two bills that are in the House right now would be being passed, and they're sitting on his desk collecting. They're sitting on his desk collecting dust. They probably won't get passed, and that's a shame. You're telling me truck drivers sacrificing, leaving their families? Yeah, they chose to do it, but so what? They did it, and thank God that they did, because you would not have what you have if they didn't. Um, Kitten, I'll bring you up here in just a minute, okay? Let's see. Sam Graves doesn't care about the American truck driver. Neither does the American Trucking Association. I don't know if you guys knew this, but every state has an off branch of the ATA. I just learned this. I learned Nevada, where I live, has a Nevada Trucking Association. That Nevada Trucking Association is part of DC. And it's the same with Texas and Florida and California and Illinois. They're all your trucking associations are that it's the ATA, the American Trucking Association. And they're not working for you, the American truck driver, the small carrier. They're not. They're working for other people with bigger pockets because that's all they care about. And it's a shame. They lie and they say things like there's a truck driver shortage so that mega carriers can get cheap labor over here from all over the world. Stop stealing our country, representatives. That's what it is. What else is it? Our forefathers created a document and a way for us to get out of this mess. Have you guys heard of this document? But we have to read it. The document is called the Constitution to the United States of America. It has many amendments in it. There's also something called the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights. Go read them. They're absolutely amazing. I just did a refresher course of civics from high school, 4 months ago. And there's so much in there that's different now in my brain and in my heart. There's so much more that matters now at my age. I'm 47. So much more matters now than it did at 17 years old when I first learned it. All we have to do is get involved. We have to vote out our congressmen and our senators. If your pursuit of happiness is not skyrocketing high right now, vote them out. It's that simple. If in your state your pursuit of happiness is not top notch, then fire your congressman, fire your two senators, and put in new ones. Call them, go visit them like I have. And they will have no choice. If you set up meetings, you email them, you call them, it's good. They're staffers. But to work and tell them to work for you. Remember, they are your employee. You know, a lot of things in life right now, a lot more things in life are important than money. We have somehow, as a human race, money is like everything, and it shouldn't be. Money should only be a tool, right? It's not everything. A lot of other things are more important, and I'm gonna state them. Morals are more important. Values are more important than money, and your family is more important than money. Start paying your drivers more money and give them more time off. Why are we all allowing ourselves to work like slaves? Enough is enough. Brothers and sisters of the highway, we are a family. Good or bad, we are in this together. Whether we agree or we don't agree with each other, we're in this together. We have to fight for each other, or we will vanish. We must stand together, or we will fail. We are building a team of small carriers and drivers called Truckers Unite Now. It's 480 total members. I hope that you will join if you're interested. Completely transparent, 100% free. It will be available very soon. It will be one place to get your raw news, all your trucking advocate news, and a place where we can band together, move together, and everybody's voice counts. Every voice counts. You're not just a number. You're a person. You matter. WeTheTruckers.com. Go check it out. That's all I'm going to say. WeTheTruckers.com. American citizens are being unalived on the roads because of the greed in the trucking industry. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Now you know why you can't just hire anybody. Okay, that's not a sting on anybody, it's just the truth. Only the best of the best can have a CDL, period. Truck drivers are unaliving themselves right now because of all the greed, people taking money that they haven't earned. The time is now, drivers, to band together and to dominate again like we once did. I want to take a second to shout out a few trucking advocates. I don't know if you know these advocates, but these are a few trucker advocates that have molded me into who I am today, shaped me into who I am today, educated me, helped me learn different things. And I want you to go check out these people if you have time. Or maybe you've never heard of any of these people. These are some of the people I like the most, okay? Texas Trucker, Jamie, thank you. Trucking with the Schmidts, Lee and Lisa Schmidt. Lisa's back home, everybody. I wish I had a clap thing. Lisa's back home from going to the hospital, so reach out to Lee and Lisa Schmidt. Trucking with the Schmidts, amazing people. ATU, American Truckers United. Shannon, go check them out. Tool Time 56. Always a great time with him. CarriersUnited.com. Leander Richmond, right? Go check him out. He's got some great content. Big Rig Nation, Patrick, calling on blast, all trucking paychecks. Amazing content, Big Rig Nation. McComb Company, LLC, David, also known as AFFTRA. Let's go. Mandatory $1 per mile for a company driver and $5 minimum, but is flexible for owner operator. Sounds good to me. W. Bob Trucking, Bob and Deb, also known as Coffee with Bob. Great guy. He's actually legit. He's not just popular. He is the real deal. I'll give him that credit. 3J Trucking, Jane, who created WeTheTruckers.com, which is a webpage of all trucking advocates, and you can go get their socials on there. Truck and Jim, LLC, out of Florida. He does a live every Saturday morning. Just great content on being an owner operator, being fit, being happy, accepting certain things, bettering yourself, things like that. What's your ETA? Another great guy. He does great lives. He's usually on at night. He's a flatbedder. He's a skateboarder. Great guy. Go check him out. The DOT cop. I don't know if you guys have ever checked out this dude. I think Vermont is his state. He has great FMCSA codes that he gives out, great advice for truck drivers. Great guy, great content. It's called the DOT cop. Great stuff. Mad Max, you guys all know Mad Max, right? He's a Walmart driver and he's just got hilarious content. He's more like a comic. Great guy. Go check him out. Mother Trucker, everybody knows Alex, I'm sure. Mother Trucker does great trucking news and he's very non-biased. He will never really give you his thought on the particular thing. And also, you can email him as a truck driver. You can email him, give him an idea, and he might report what you're saying. JJ Trucking Consultant, Jaime. Jaime loves to go up against bad brokers. Why? Because he loves the Lord, he's blessed, he loves his family, and he wants to give back to the truck driver. He does not like to see truck drivers being taken advantage of. He doesn't like to see brokers taken advantage of. We're very similar in that way where what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, period. We all need to get back to that, really. Charles Claiborne. If you don't know Charles Claiborne, he's been an advocate for over 20 years. He has poured his heart and soul into this industry, like Lee and Lisa Schmidt, like Robert Murphy. Poured his heart out to this industry. Go check him out. Charles Claiborne. He was going to run for congressman, I think, for Mississippi, but go check him out. He has a lot of great content. Trucker Jason, another great advocate. I'm in official. Go check him out. Great content. Bobby Loads. I love his content. I'm just going to say it. As you can see, I get along with everybody. I like everybody. I really do, pretty much. Bobby Loads, go check out his lives. He does great content on like prices of dry van, skateboard in the different regions in the United States. He does a really good job, I think. Let's see, Cisco Kid 76 helped me to Cisco Kid is very harsh, but he's not wrong on a lot of what he says. Similar to Rocky. Rocky also, at first I didn't like these two men. I'm just gonna say it, but you know what? They've grown on me. They're more about, you know what? You got the only person that can help you is you. You are and they're not wrong. The only person that can help you is you. Just like the only way we're gonna get out of this mess is for us to get out of this mess. We can't expect a politician to do it for us. FOPT, Big Mike with the cupcake. All right. I have not read his petition yet, but it sounds decent. Sounds good to me. Again, any trucking advocate, I talked to Mike the other day on the phone, seems like a good man trying to help the American truck driver. Let's go support him. FOPT, Mike. What else we got in here? Trucking by the Grace of God, Laura, phenomenal woman. Sarah, you know what? I got to add Sarah to this list. Sarah, I don't know if you're in here. I forget her actual channel name, but Sarah, she does great lives, having some fun. The Big WC, Wayne Campbell. Y'all got to go check out this man. This man also been an advocate for like 20, 30 years. He's on WeTheTruckers.com. Wayne Campbell, man. This man has done a lot of good for handicapped folks, deaf folks, to drive trucks, to help with disabled folks, different areas in the country, to help them out. Absolutely phenomenal man. Go give him a shout out. Thank you for the share. I saw that. Go give him a shout out, Wayne Campbell. And by the way, all these trucking advocates, We the Truckers, all of them, they are also, most of them are all on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, Truth Social, and Rumble. A lot of people are starting to get out on Rumble, so go check them out and support them there if you can. Oliver Truck Center looks like to be an actual fair guy to buy a truck. If you want to buy a truck, go check out Oliver Truck Center here on TikTok, okay? And then of course Rocky. Rocky has taught me so much. He's also friends with Blue Ribbon Logistics. Chris. You know, I gotta write him down. You know, and hold on one sec. Blue Ribbon. You know, I'm gonna tell you guys all something here. I might have said some people here that kind of grinded your gears, and I'm sorry if I did that, but here's the thing. We are not going to agree on everything. We're not. But if you only disagree with somebody like 2 or 3 things, but if you agree with somebody 90% or more, be their friend. It's not normal to agree with somebody 100%. If you agree with somebody 100%, there's probably some shadiness going on there. There's probably something crooked going on there. I wouldn't trust it personally. You know, we're all going to fight a little bit. That's okay. So those are just a few people that have molded and shaped me over the last 4 or 5 months. I appreciate them. I think I forgot Mike, Moon. Jane, what is his thing? Mike with Moon. What is it? Also another great guy, another great advocate. Yep, evil versus good. Jane, what's Mike's TikTok channel name? I want to make sure to give him a shout out too. But these are all some of the people that moonshine. That's what it is, you guys. Go check him out also, okay? Um, Mike over at Moonshine. So these are all people that I think care about the trucking industry, love the trucking industry, and are just trying to do good for all of us. I would highly encourage you to go check them out, like, share, go like their content, go share their content. And let me just tell everybody this. There's 120 beautiful people in here. Let me tell you guys all this. If you agree or you support a content creator, what helps them? Everybody thinks it's all about money. Do you guys realize unless you have millions of followers, you're not making any money here? You're not. There's not a huge amount of money to be made as a content creator unless you're in the millions. So it won't hurt anybody. I will tell you what I do to support the people I like, right? Like WeTheTruckers.com. What's your ETA? The DOT Cop, Rocky, Sarah, Mad Max, Coffee with Bob, Wayne Campbell, all the people, right? I'm not going to go over it again, but what I do is always like, and most people just like, but that doesn't help anybody. Like, comment 5 words or more, hit your favorites, and hit your share button. That is what helps that video. If you really like a video and you think other people need to hear that video and see that video, it takes a little bit of work. That's the advocacy work for some people, for me. So let's say I'm watching Wayne Campbell's stuff, right? Oh, I like that video. Okay, I'm not just gonna like it. If I want to push it out into the algorithm, I'm gonna like it, comment 5 words or more, put a little emoji in that, or I'm gonna respond to other people's comments or like all the comments. I'm gonna hit favorites, I'm gonna hit share, and it's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But if you agree with the content, that's how you get it pushed out so that other people can enjoy it, okay? It's not about the money aspect. Even when I had 22,000 followers a month and I was getting on live like 4 hours a day, I was making about $300 a month. And again, I was putting $299 of that back into other trucking advocate groups. So nobody's getting rich on here. We're doing it as advocacy work to get out to other people. Another one important thing that people don't realize is watch the entire video. If you watch the entire video, even if it's boring, there was one video that was really boring me on YouTube of another advocate. I'll just leave it at that. It was 10 minutes long. I turned down the volume and I put it in the center console, before I started driving. And then I started driving and I just let the whole video play because that's what gives them credit to push it into the next algorithm base. Does that make sense? A higher traffic pattern. So now you know. If you don't know, now you know how to support people. All right. These are most of your trucking advocates that I just mentioned. My hope is that we can all put aside our differences for now and band together in 2026, shoulder to fight the biggest issues that are at hand here. 90% of all of our ideas are amazing. Don't forget that. We only fight over the 2% of what we don't agree with or what we disagree with. And more forward together. And if we stop that, we can move forward together as equals. We need all the help we can get. So let's stop fighting each other. Let's put that energy into fighting other groups that are really against us. I'm going to take, it's going to take all of us to win. It's just that simple. Our forefathers, they fought for something better, right? When they came here and they had all the issues in England, they fought for something better, didn't they? Let's do the same. Let's not insult our forefathers and what they created. The time is now, drivers. Literally, the time is now. We can't strike, but we can be sick, right? We can. I feel a little cold coming on. I don't think I'll go to work for 4 days. Maybe that's how we do it. I don't know. Go for the Bears, baby. Well, what if we want to go for I'm just gonna leave that one alone, Green Bay. All right. The time is now, drivers. Why are we not having more pride and respect for ourselves? Can anybody answer me that? You are a professional driver. You are. You're a professional driver. Don't let anybody tell you different. If they don't want to start a conversation at 125 to 150,000 company, if they don't want to start the conversation there, just don't answer the phone call. Literally, don't answer the phone call, right? Just like a broker, like you try to offer something really decent and they won't even answer. Let's do the same. Let's play the same game. There are 28 senators involved in the side. This is really important. There are 28 senators. I'm going to make some videos about this soon. 28 senators involved in the Science Infrastructure Committee. Okay. And they basically rule our lives. So 68 congressmen in the Transportation of Infrastructure Committee, and then there's 28 senators involved in the Science Transportation Committee. Those, 90, 100 people literally rule our lives. So remember that there's 28 senators and 68 congressmen. 68 congressmen out of 435 and 28 senators out of 100 senators that rule over your life. Let's start talking to these folks. What do you think? What do you think? Let's vote them in or out to make our lives great again. I'm not focused on anybody else. Yeah, I know the police this, welders this, thank you for the heart me, the medical industry that, and the farmers this and that. And I love all those people. If they're American citizens, I love them. It's great. If I have extra time, sure, let's help them out. But who I am here for, who we are here for, is the American truck driver and the American citizen. It's just that simple. Enough is enough of giving to the whole world. We can't afford it anymore. All of our homes, our families, our future, everything is at risk. If we don't fight for our industry, we will lose her. We will. Join with me. Join with us at Truckers Unite Now, ton, or join somewhere. Join with some trucking advocacy group to make this nation great again. It doesn't have to be with us. Join somewhere. Please get involved. My biggest out of this whole life, out of the whole last 4 months, if I could do anything powerful, I would want to build inspiration in people. I would want to build an advocate in you. I would want to inspire you to get involved somewhere, to stand up and take action somehow. And even something tiny, even something simple, that's fine too. We need help. We all need help. Okay, so why was I in DC? Because I know I'm being taken advantage of. That's why. I know a lot of people are making millions off my back and your back that they didn't earn. We earned that revenue, and it's time for the shift in reality, people. I'm not working anymore if the rates don't skyrocket. Why work? We're all slowly losing everything anyway. I'm tired of working my ass off and still falling short of the goal line. The goal line is always getting just barely out of reach, isn't it? And I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Enough is enough. So me, I'm getting some more dedicated for myself right now. I love Reno to Salt Lake. That's what I'm doing for myself. Monday morning, I'm taking Monday off. I'm at home right now, if you can't tell. Monday morning, I took off because I'm going to go try to get it dedicated for myself so my life can get better. I want to try to, cut the broker out and make what they make to be able to support my family. I'll talk to the shipper. I'll communicate. I'll answer the phone. I'll write the emails and the freight bill and the bill of lading, and I'll tell you what time my drivers can be there and all that. I can do that. And I hope you can do that. I want to inspire people to become more successful. Personally, I am happy if you become more successful, that'll make me happy. They keep lying and moving the goal line farther and farther away. I'm just not going to give my precious time on this earth anymore for nothing. I'm not going to do it. Sorry. If I'm not making money, you're not making money. American truck drivers will have it all if they just realize how powerful they are, how very powerful they really are. That's why they treat us like crap. Because if you realize that you actually have all the cards, they will lose their ability to make millions off of us, the driver, the small carrier. Money is the exchange of the time that you give, correct? Is that what money is? So let's work smarter. Let's stop working harder. Let's work smarter. Let's make our money work for us, right? Because I don't think today working hard is the answer anymore. I think working smarter is the answer. We leave this earth at an early age. So we need extra money to provide for our families, don't we? Crazy when you look at it that way. I'm 47. When I look at it, like I only have 14, 15, 16 years left, it's like, dude, I need to get moving, you know? We need to stop regulating drivers so much and start regulating the shippers and the brokers. Enforce 371.3 broker transparency and stop signing your rights away with the damn broker carrier package, would you? I heard a new up and coming broker, and he was like the other day on a live, and he was just sitting there talking away like, you got to get that carrier package signed. You got to make the driver sign the carrier package, the small carrier, make them sign that carrier package. Yeah, so they sign away their rights and make them desperate to where they sign away their rights, you know? All right, we're almost done here. The biggest problem here is there are ways to make many jobs that are not technically needed in the trucking industry, and the result of that is hurting the main person in the trucking industry, which is the small carrier and the driver. Let's be honest. There are so many scams and fraud that we need to get a handle on it and stop working with anybody who's shady or who breaks the law. Insurance is getting so bad, it's going to destroy the ability for small business owners to keep up or to even be able to start a business. We're taking abruptly and the American dream away from our kids and our grandkids before they are even old enough to try to start a new business. And for what? For what? So 3% of this nation can buy a seventh house? Enough is enough. America was built by small business owners. Let's protect our interests. Recently, the federal government put a 12% tax, an excise tax, on big rigs, and we don't know where that revenue is going. We don't even know where the revenue is going. Oliver Trucking made a video on it. America, wake the hell up. Where are we the people? Where are we the people? Where are we? Where are we the truckers? Where are we? It's time to hang up the keys, drivers, and fight for yourselves, for your neighbors, for your family, for your country. Because right now, no one is coming to save us. No one. No one is going to dig us out of this. Join us in making trucking great again and making America great again. You haven't heard that one for a while, have you? Make America great. Make America great. I'll say it. I'm proud and loud. I'll say America, make America great again. To be totally honest, is crazy to think. It's crazy to think that running 11 hours a day, 6 days a week is normal. Wouldn't it be better to work half that and to make 3 times more than we make now and actually enjoy your life before you are gone off this earth? Wouldn't that be smarter and more comfortable and a greater life? I'm sick of making these greedy corporations be able to buy a fourth Ferrari while I'm struggling to make my monthly car payment. And I am. I'm struggling to make my monthly 2022 Ford Expedition car payment. I struggle every month to make that stupid payment. And honestly, I'm pretty much done with this version of bullshit. I really am. One thing is for sure, no matter what type of truck you drive, no matter who you are, you're brave, you're rare, and you're important. You're a hard worker, and without you, there is no America. Remember that. You are worth $175,000 a year. Easy. I also believe we have earned fully paid medical for ourselves and dental for ourselves and our family, and a great retirement package. Yeah, I said it. Not socialism, not communism. That's not what I'm saying here. And yes, I don't have all the answers. I'm just saying the American truck driver, being the tip of the spear that runs this joint, should be getting way more than they are right now. I mean, we're taking care of this country and everybody in it, right? So why wouldn't they take care of us if we become sick? We take care of everybody. So if we became sick, why wouldn't you take care of us and help us get better? You take care of the people who take care of you. We've lost our way in America. We take care of complete strangers outside of this country before we take care of our own people. We take care of illegal immigrants medically before we take care of our citizens. Let that one sink in. Our forefathers would be ashamed of us allowing it to get this bad. And I'll be the first to admit I'm guilty. I am guilty, okay? I'll admit it. So please join me in making America great again. I'm going to stop making America so shitty. I'm going to stop being so lazy and complacent and not doing anything. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting off my ass and I'm doing something because it matters. There's something bigger here than money to fight for. Money is 5% of your life. It shouldn't be any more or any less. It's just a tool. There are much more important things than money. I said that earlier. We have been conditioned and programmed for way too long, America. Excuse me. Snap out of it. Let's make our country great again. Let's start by keeping our money here in America. Let's keep it right here first. Next, we keep our jobs for our people. Yeah, I said it. Let's keep our jobs for our people first. If we need more people after our people are employed, then we will look outward. And why do we do that? As Americans, why do we get the best of the best from other nations? We are making other nations worse by taking the best that they have to offer and bring them here. That's not good. That's not helping them. Like if we get a doctor from India because we're short on doctors, we're hurting India by getting their great doctor and bringing them here. You know, why don't we train a doctor or find someone that can be great to be a doctor here that is American first? So many questions, no answers. Next, we pay people an actual living wage. That makes their quality of life great once again. One man's salary should be enough to support a family. That's my opinion. And not just because I am a family man supporting my family, but because I truly believe that. One man should be able to support his family off just one paycheck. And a woman, if she desires to, should be able to stay home and watch the kids. Or vice versa for that matter. The guy wants to stay home and watch the kids while she goes and works. That should be that should be a thing. That should be possible. A family shouldn't have to have both people working while the kids are being raised by complete strangers. Once again, money, 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 right? Money's the most important thing ever, right? To hell with how the kids are being raised or the integrity or morals or values that are being put in the kids. And remember, it's going to be the daycare provider that's your kids are going to be like them, not you. It's not cool. You want to see the rates go up? Let's all get a Faraday bag. Another driver said this to me. Let's get a Faraday bag. And one day, while we were all parked, right, and we don't have a load on us, let's put our ELDs in that Faraday bag. Watch the rates skyrocket. You see, your ELDs are against you in every way, shape, or form. They are not for you, the small carrier or the driver. They're for other people. They are for the small 3% making millions, while you just barely get by paycheck to paycheck. Watch the rates skyrocket when Micropoint can no longer dictate what the supply and demand is on the truck ratio in the USA anymore in any one area. We are funding our own demise. Drivers, I'm tired of living with on this hamster wheel of life. It's old for me. I can't do this anymore. I just can't. None of us are going to get ahead unless we get involved and we do something drastic, okay? Do something powerful, something bigger than ourselves, you know? What if we all just work 3 days a week? What would that look like? I don't know. Screw it. I mean, we're all barely paying our bills anyway. So I'm not okay with just getting by. I want to be able to save. I want to be able to have a future, have a hope and a dream of a future, not just, oh, I'm able to pay my bills. Like, yes, I'm happy to pay my bills. Don't get me wrong. But to me, that's not life. To me, that's not living. To me, that's existing. There's a difference on existing and really living life. God Almighty put us here to love one another, correct? Not to take advantage of each other and to walk with one another, investing into people. It'll make you happier and it's better than investing into things. Materialistic things, right? They break, they get old, and they eventually end up in the trash. But investing into people will give you a more joyful life. It will. Gives me a more joyful life. I got one more page, and then we can bring people up if you guys want to come up. We have been fooled to just keep consuming. We're valuing things over people and becoming lonelier by doing it. We're becoming bitter. We're becoming hateful. Hang on one second. Wait, Jane, are you... Sorry, guys. Hang on. Jane, are you a moderator for me? And I'm almost done, guys. I promise. Jane, are you a moderator? I'm pretty sure you are. Let me make sure. Sorry, guys. Just give me 1 second here. We have a technical issue. Where are the moderators? Where are the moderators? Settings. Here we go. And we're going to go to moderators. Yeah, Jane, that's cool. You don't even have to tell me about it, Jane. I trust you. If you had to block somebody because they're being vulgar or something like that, you know, what oath? What are you talking about? A, I'm not going to block you for no reason. And B, what do you mean put that script up of mine? Which one? What are you talking about? For telling the truth. No, yeah, we're all going to get... hold on one sec, guys. Let's see. Let's go down. Alrighty then. Okay, well, we're almost done. Here we go. It's wild how a man can work, or a woman can work 90 hours a week and still be living paycheck to paycheck, isn't it? Isn't that wild? What do you guys think about that? Okay, I don't know why I did. I hope you have a good reason, because I did, Jane. I trust you. Let's continue. It's wild how we can work 90 hours a week and just be getting by. And even if a man or a woman doesn't gamble, doesn't smoke, doesn't blow their money, they budget well, they still can't match what inflation has given. And then you almost don't, and then you don't give them medical and you don't give them dental. You design everything to break easily. You know, like this microphone, 20 years ago, this would have lasted 10 years. Now it's going to last a year, maybe 2, right? Everything is just made to break to make more money. So you can't, you know, like I go out to Home Depot, I buy a DeWalt drill. I don't want to think about that drill really for the rest of my life unless I accidentally break it. But that's not the way it is it? Some people sit around a meeting and they design the drill to break after 100 uses. Oh, let's get more money, more money, more money, more money. Everything is more money. So everything is just designed to take more from you. And it's gotten to be where it's just too damn much, people. It's too much. All right. We're almost done. I promise. You tax us by 40%. And then you take the tax money and you go support people in different countries. Real good. Real good. You know how much that angers me? You know, you tax me to where I can't even survive. And then you just go give that tax money to someone else other than our people. It's unbelievable. I hope people that make the decisions, I hope when they look in the mirror that they are not proud of themselves. How can you do that? How can you put millions of dollars in your pocket knowing how many people you're hurting here? And these are the people that made the money, not you. You just have the decisions to spend that money. And what do you do with it? You don't make their life better. The ones that are actually making the money, you send it out somewhere else. Shame on you, straight up. You know, God is real and God's coming. I feel like in 2026, God is going to rescue us through people, through a lot of people that are trying hard to fix things. Then after, okay, what happens? You tax him by 40%, and then you take that money and you support people in different countries. Then, after he pays his house off for 30 years, he gets sick because he's been working so hard all his life. And now he has to sell the house to pay for medical, to get better, just to live one more year. What a shame. So what was all the working for? It wasn't for him. It wasn't for his wife. It wasn't for his children or his grandchildren. Everything just goes to the government. And I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. Taxed literally to unexistence. Enough is enough. This is how we treat a good, hardworking man or woman. Okay? This is how we treat them. So basically, other people get rich off their suffering. And even in the end, when he has worked for his dreams and our country, it's not enough. So enough. How can we expect to hand this kind of future to our children and our grandchildren? We must save America together. She's worth it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, please DM me. Please join us. We need all the help we can get. Join in the fight to save America and to save our families, okay? Again, there is no dictatorship here at Truckers Unite Now. There is no leadership. There's just a coordinated structure of people that love the industry, love America, love their families, and want to make a difference, a real difference. And that difference every 2 weeks is a new idea. So let's go over it. We have 10 drivers per state. Each state has one state organizer and 9 spear drivers. The state organizer's task is to collect what the other 9 spear drivers, what they collaborate on, what their problems in their state are, what some solutions to those problems in their state is. And then those 10 driver or those 9 spear drivers give all that information to the state organizer. So twice a month, we have meetings. Each state has their own meeting 1 hour before the national meeting that, the state organizers will be in. So they have a meeting. What are our complaints and what are our solutions? So one person of, let's say, Texas will come to the national meeting an hour later and, hey, Texas has this problem. When it's their turn to speak, hey, Texas has this problem and Texas has this solution. Consider it, right? And then so there'll be 48 state organizers talking, but all 480 people can be at the meeting. Private meeting on X twice a month. So twice a month we decide what action we're going to take. I don't know. One of those times might be go after tolls. Then we might go after the ELD. Then maybe for 2 months straight we go after the ELD. I don't know. It's not up to me to make all those decisions. But we're giving this a shot. We're building this team. We would love to have you on our team. And my hope is that the other trucking advocates can use this team. My hope is that it gets bigger. It doesn't belong to anybody. It's just everybody moving in the same direction at the same time, independently as free people, shoulder to shoulder. No one's in the front, no one's in the back. Everybody's next to each other. What do you think? Kate, welcome in. All right, Kinter, let's see. I really hope you're not a scammer. I really, really hope. All right, I'm gonna bring people up for about like a half hour, and then I'm gonna jump over to Facebook. If anybody would like to join us on Facebook in about 15 minutes, we would love to have you there. But I'm trying to circle through social media platforms to get the message out there. So even though I'm live over there right now, I'm gonna go directly to their social media platform because that's how they reward you with actually being on their platform to push it out. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, I'll read some of you. Hey, thank you for the follow, Keith. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you. I would love for the brightest, the smartest, the most passionate people. We would love to have you on this team. You can decide to be a state organizer, keep all the information, and you're the speaker for your state, or you can be one of the spear drivers that comes up with what is the problem in your state and what's the solution. And it could be a federal problem too. If you have a national problem, that could be the problem too. But anybody who would like to join, we have an application. We have, let's see, I'll give you the real quick, what is it called? The requirements to be a ton driver, okay? Truckers Unite Now, also known as TON. To be one of the 480 small carrier or drivers, you must be. So there's 48 state organizers, there's 432 spear drivers, equaling 480 driver advocates total. To be one of the 480 of these people, you must be one, an active or retired driver or small carrier. This is negotiable for a passionate, well-educated, or experienced in the trucking industry individual, company driver, an owner-operator, or a small fleet or business owner. So you don't have to be a truck driver. If you're some like amazing, absolutely amazing shipper that, you know, you don't have pride, you don't have ego, you love the trucking industry, you pay really well, you pay a living wage for the drivers, you can join. You know what I mean? Retired over the road. All right, Keith, we'd love to have you if you're interested. It's, you know, this isn't going to be easy. This isn't going to be, you know, profitable. This is just helping the Lord. This is helping people. This is, and it's, you know, most of the time you just get spit in the face being an advocate. It sucks. You have more haters than people that appreciate you, and that's okay. That's what it's about, right? But Keith, we'd love to have you if you're interested. Number two, you must operate in the lower 48 states of the United States of America. Number three, you must be willing to act lawfully, respectfully, and consistently. We really don't want any lawbreakers. We don't want any crazy people. We love you, crazy people, but unfortunately, we are trying to make a real difference in DC and with the big boys and girls. So we're really trying here. Number four, must be comfortable speaking for themselves, not representing others. Does that make sense? So you are speaking for yourself, all 480, speaking for yourself. Oh my gosh, Keith, and a deputy? Oh, brother, we would love to have you, seriously. If you would like to join, man, we would love to have you. You sound like just the right person to fit. You could be a state organizer or a spear driver, man. Either one would be great. Again, number four, comfortable speaking for yourself, not representing others. We don't want folks that are representing the whole group, right? That gets rid of the whole idea of being a free individual. There are no bosses here. There are no leaders here. Everyone is an equal. Number five, must be able to commit to coordinated action days, like making calls, emails, or meetings, right? We might, you know, there might be for 2 weeks straight, we might be calling a congressman or a senator just to get a meeting or something, you know. No experience in politics is required. No social media following is required. And no money is required. Race, gender, religion, and creed is irrelevant here at Truckers Unite Now, also known as TUN. Must be at least 21 years old to become a member. Who is not for Truckers Unite Now? This keeps the culture clean. I'll say it again. Who is not for Truckers Unite Now? No brokers, no mega carriers, no reps or industry lobbyists. No people looking to run the team. No paid spokespeople. No rage, only personalities who want to be part of a team, a real team. No backroom deals, no backroom deal makers. If someone needs control, status, or a title, this is not for them, and we say that respectfully. So the only that's the only requirements to join. The only thing that we need from you is your full name, your phone number, and then what what state do you want to represent, and what do you want to be, a state organizer, or do you want to be a spear driver? Which one do you want to be? And you've got to be comfortable with giving that information. I don't know yet, like, what do you guys think? I don't know if that information for each state should be able to be given to all 480, or if we should just stick with, you know, the spear drivers give their, like Texas, the 9 spear drivers give their information to their state organizer, and then all 48 organizers have each other's information only. I'm not sure yet. I don't see the big deal. All 480 of you can have my full name and phone. Well, you know, I don't know, because the phone number, that would be overwhelming, wouldn't it? If people were calling you all the time. If 480 people were calling you all the time. So Wendy, the difference between the job is, or roles. They're not really jobs, but the roles. And I'm glad you asked. Thanks for asking. The difference between the two positions: a state organizer collects all the information from the 9 spear drivers. So there's 1 spear driver, and there's 9 spear drivers. The 9 spear drivers are all about action. They make phone calls. They make phone calls, and they do other things. all together, independently as free people. Nobody's telling them to do anything. They either decide to do it or they don't. So that's what the 9 spear drivers do. And the state, you know what, let me just read it to you. Sorry. I have a thing on this. All right. Truckers Unite Now is a nationwide team of 480 drivers across the lower 48 states. Each state has 10 drivers or small carriers who work as equals. Of these 10 drivers, there is one state organizer and there are 9 spear drivers. Every state has one state organizer and 9 spear drivers. Nobody outranks anybody. This team or grassroots movement has no ranks, no bosses, no gatekeepers. We move shoulder to shoulder as free people, equal voices, one direction, complete transparency, zero financial gain. Wendy, the state organizer is not a boss or a superior. They are the people who schedules, communicates, and keeps the group aligned for their state's spear drivers. They keep the group motivated and moving. They are encouraged to make videos about their state's problems and solutions in the trucking industry. Organizers are encouraged to have meetings 2 times a month with their state's spear drivers, with their state's 9 spear drivers, and collaborate and prepare for the biweekly national meetings with the other 47 state organizers, right? If you were a state organizer, you'd be dealing with the other 47 state organizers at the national meeting. uh, Suggestions are to volunteer, to coordinate, schedule action days, share talking points, keep records, and communicate moving. Has no authority over others and recruits more state organizers. Okay, so that's, hang on one second. Every state has an organizer, not a boss. I think, oh, wait, sorry. Okay, now we'll get to the spear driver, which, whoa, that's really simple. All right. Where did it go? Sorry, guys. Okay. Spear driver. What is a spear driver? Spear drivers take action consistently. They make the calls, they send the emails, they show up when it matters. They help keep others accountable by example. They recruit more spear drivers, and they are the frontline advocates for the American trucking industry. State organizers coordinate, spear drivers advance. Nobody commands, nobody dictates. So I hope that answers your question. Anybody, now I'm letting people up now. If anybody wants to come up, ask more questions, get some answers, has better ideas than me, that's great. Okay, great. I'm glad, Wendy. Thank you. And we'll be putting this all. This is just a rough draft. Any of this stuff can change at any time. Again, it's not up to me. Wendy, if you're a part of this, part of it is up to you. So these are all just rough drafts that we've come up with so far. We're more than willing for suggestions, complaints, solutions, comments, love, hate, all of it. You know what I mean? It's just an idea. And if this doesn't work, we'll try something new. One thing's for sure, we must try new things, people. We must keep trying new things and throwing stuff at the wall until something sticks. Amen? That's for sure. I'm really surprised. There are a ton of people in here, but nobody wants to come up. Are you guys not able to come up? What's up? Oh, do you want to say hi to everyone? Oh, come on, come say hi. Now that you're a big YouTube star, everybody, my 14-year-old son, what? You don't want to say hi? All right, well, he's shy, but he just started a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is called IQ Loading. If you'd like to go check him out, he's trying to make it big on YouTube. He's pretty funny. He's 14 years old. His name is Dominic. He is my oldest son, and he's hilarious. And I think, well, I'm biased though, right? He's my son. Anyways, he is a trucking boy. He's been a trucking kid his whole life. Been in the truck many times. And if you'd like to go check out his channel, it's IQ Loading. If anybody'd like to come up, everybody gets at least 3 minutes. If you are new or you have questions, please come up. Let's see. Valentine says, the Department of Justice of Illinois, the sheriff. Wait, I don't speak Spanish, brother. Uh, El Department of the Justice, Brigview, Illinois, the sheriff man something. I'm sorry, brother. I don't speak Spanish. I have a friend that speaks Spanish, but yeah. Anyways, let me go back and read some of these comments. Let's see, what is the difference between the jobs? We explained that for Wendy. And that was a great question. Retired Deputy Keith, I hope he joins us. Sounds like a great guy. Retired driver and sheriff deputy, man. Sheriff deputies, dude, they're tough because they're in rural areas, right? They don't play games like the city boys, do they, Keith? If you're still here, Keith knows sheriffs don't play games, man, because they don't. Their backup is 20 minutes away, not 3 minutes like the city boy, huh? Mm-hmm. Keith, thank you for the follow too, by the way. All right, yeah, I don't speak Spanish. Charles, welcome in. We are building a team of 480 drivers, brother. Will you join us? All right. We're going to be leaving soon. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to be leaving and going over to Facebook here soon, guys. Um, User 2008 says, what's my goal? My goal is to inspire 2 million truck drivers to get involved in the trucking industry in America and fight for their country. That's my goal. My goal is to inspire people to do something greater than themselves for free. Monkey, what's up, man? How are you? Hope you're driving safe, being safe. Yeah. My goal is whatever everybody else's goal is. We're building a team here at Ton Truckers Unite Now. We're building a team of drivers and small carriers that are moved together, shoulder to shoulder, but are independent in fighting for the trucking industry. And it could be a number of problems. 10 drivers per state that all come together twice a month to tackle the problems within the trucking industry. And you know what? I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know where this is going, but all grassroots movement, all big, great ideas came from a grassroots idea, right? So the Constitution, where did that come from? That was a crazy idea once. You realize that, right? People in other countries were making fun of our boys when they had the 13 colonies. They were making fun of, oh, it'll never work, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it'll never work. Yeah, how great is this country? How great is this country? How much money does this country provide? How is this military? I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, we have issues right now, but we are a great nation in only 250 years. Everybody thought that idea was crazy. If we don't get up off our butts and try something, nothing will happen. Everything will just stay the same. And so yeah. So that's the goal basically, is to build a team of 480 independent drivers or small carriers that fight for the trucking industry, that try to get back a good life for truck drivers and their families. Crossius 47. I'm not gonna read that comment, but that's a whole other story. User 2008 says, been driving for 25 years and we've been trying to unite that long. Hasn't happened yet. You are absolutely right. That is actually how I got started. User 2008. That is how I got started, was the quote unquote truck drivers will never unite. I want to break that stigma. I hope that our team can break that stigma that truck drivers will never unite, because I don't believe that. I refuse to believe that. Truck drivers are uniting. Truck drivers will unite, especially because we are all at the brinks of collapse with what's going on in the truck industry. Do you know how many over the road drivers are quitting right now? Because they're done. They're not making it. They're coming home to work at McDonald's. You'll make more. Not literally, but you get the picture. It's like, why sacrifice my life and my family time if I'm not making buckets of money like everyone used to? What's the point? What's the point of sacrifice if there's no benefit? You know what I mean? Monkey says, I'm in. What do I need to do? So Monkey, maybe you weren't here for the beginning. Basically, we're building 10 drivers per state. There's two different positions. 10 drivers per state, right? So like, let's say you're from Texas. Texas will have, all states will have one state organizer, and that person basically organizes 9 spear drivers. They're not a boss. They're not in charge of anybody. They take the complaints of the 9 spear drivers and they take the solutions for the 9 spear drivers and they bring them to a biweekly meeting on X, right? So basically, every state will have one state organizer, one spear driver. So they'll all come together every 2 weeks, and the state organizers of each state will be the ones talking. But all 480 drivers can be there for transparency reasons. At all times, all people will know what's going on. There are no backroom deals. There are no backroom secrets. There are no, everything is raw, 100%, even if it's ugly, everything is transparent, everything is up in front of everybody so that there's no hiding, there's no bullshit, nobody's getting ahead of anybody else. We move together freely, equally, all in the same direction. It's what we decide to do at those meetings. It's not what I decide to do. I'm just one out of the 480 that has a vote. That's it. We vote. What do we do this week? Do we call a congressman? Do all 480 of us call a congressman? And then even at that, the 480, they can do whatever they want. They are free people. They can join other groups. They can leave. They can come back. My hope is that that's what inspires them to move forward with everybody else. Because you might not get your idea this month to be heard, but you are a part of, Florida's idea, right? Because Florida needs help. Well, you might get your idea answered in February or March. I mean, I don't know. It's not a perfect solution, but I'm sure with all of your help and tweaking it and adding to it and taking away from it, I know it can become something perfect. I know it can. Because, guys, gals, the whole reason anybody fails at something is because they don't share. They don't share. They don't allow other people to have power. Oh, it's all got to be mine. It's all got to be my idea, and we gotta do this. No, not at Truckers Unite Now. At Truckers Unite Now, it's about what everybody says. It's everybody has a little bit of equal power. Okay. Let's see. User 208 says. So user 2008 says people won't shut down. I'm not talking about shutting down. I'm talking about just slowing down, not shutting down. Big difference. And you know what? There's a lot of strength to what you're saying, but at the same time, I hear what you're saying. In other words, like, why would I slow down? I have to pay my bills, right? Well, let me ask you, are you paying your bills right now? Are you getting ahead right now? Probably not. I know I'm not. So, what the hell's the difference? If I'm going to lose everything anyway, why don't I be noble and actually fight for something that matters? Why don't I actually fight for a good life? Why don't I actually fight to have paradise? Because one thing I can guarantee, if it works, if any of our ideas work and we dominate the trucking industry in the United States, once again, the drivers and the small carriers, the small business owners, the owner operators, if we dominate the trucking industry once again, we're no longer going to be complaining online. We're going to have paradise, brothers and sisters. We're going to have paradise. We're going to be comparing our vacations. We're not going to be comparing how many 3 days of an overlay that we didn't get paid for. That's for sure. So there's truth to what you're saying, but somewhere along the line, we're either going to fail together or we're going to succeed together. My hope is that everybody's willing to sacrifice. It's like I tell my sons all the time. The best lessons in life, in my opinion, are when you suffer. When you suffer, you learn something. Am I right? When you don't suffer, you don't really learn anything. When you're comfortable, you don't learn anything, in my opinion. Let's see. DA Compliance says Vince for FMCSA 2026. Well, I'll tell you this, brother. I would love to see at FMCSA, the head of FMCSA right now is Dan Barnes. He has absolutely no actual truck driving experience or running a trucking business. He is a DOT police officer at a scale house for 30 years. And that's great. He's in the industry, but he is not an expert in trucking, in my opinion. We need to have somebody with 25 to 30, 2.5 to 3 million miles experience. I want a man or woman, what I would like to see, what I would vote for personally through FMCSA would be somebody who's driven all these roads for 25 to 30 years. I've only been doing it 11 years, but thank you, brother. Yeah, that's flattering. You know what I'm saying? Right there, Lee and Lisa. Everybody go. Oh, Derek Bars. That's right. See, that's why I love them. Everybody go follow Lee and Lisa right here. They have been trucking advocates, I think like 20 years, 15, 20 years. I might be getting that wrong. Sorry guys if I am. They 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 know this book like the back of their hands, okay? You want to know something about the FMCSA regs? Go talk to Lee and Lisa. All right, they are the ones DA compliance that should be in charge of FMCSA. They're amazing, or someone like them, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. Drinking coffee at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, let's see. DA compliance, 100%. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. All right, everybody. No one wants to come up. So you know what? I'm gonna move over to, wow, there's a lot of people in here. How's everybody doing? Wow. We usually don't get these many numbers. Do you guys want me to go over one last time? Do you want me to go over this whole idea? Or is everybody okay? I would like to jump over to Facebook real quick. Because I want to try to find truck drivers in Facebook. I would love it if you would come with us, but you do not have to, obviously. Nor when you're on one social media platform, can you say to people to go over to another platform. So, yeah, how do you request to come up? So you hit, I believe it's the two people icon, and you hit that and you invite up, Wendy, is how you do that. I believe. Let me see. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Wayne. There he is. There's a great advocate right there that I was talking about earlier. Go follow Mr. WC. You guys go look at WC and go follow that man, okay? Him and his wife, amazing trucking advocates. They've been doing it 20,000 times longer than me, just like Lee and Lisa Schmidt. Go follow them, okay? Um, let's see. Anyways, yeah, you hit the pink. I believe it's the pink and the blue little icons. You hit those. You hit the people, and then it'll say invite to come up, and and then I accept it on my end. So maybe I don't have it on because it's weird. In this, nobody has even only like two people have requested to come up, which is never normal in my lives. Let me see something. I'm gonna look through my settings right now. Just please be patient. Settings. I'm gonna go look real quick. Let's see. Nope. I'm gonna see if like maybe something is wrong here. Muted accounts, blocked accounts. No, I don't know, man. It's, oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. All right. Remember, just so everybody knows, 3 minutes per person. Unless you're on a rant, then you can go a little longer. Wendy, welcome in. How are you?
Fine, how are you doing?
I'm good. You figured it out. Good job.
Yes, after you told me.
Right on. I wasn't sure if it, if I had it off or something. Yeah.
No, I didn't realize that was what it was until you told me.
Nice. Nice. So what's on your mind? How are you?
I'm fine. I
Okay.
don't drive anymore. I turned my CDL in.
Okay.
Couple reasons. Um, one, because of my health decline. Two, I wasn't making any money. And three, the IRS was hounding me because of back taxes because of Obamacare. And I couldn't, it was either starve to death or pay for health insurance, which was a joke anyway.
Right.
So that's why I basically came off the road. And
I hear you.
I figured, why keep a CDL if I'm not going to drive? I
I
do
don't.
miss it sometimes, but at the end, it was just, the only suggestion I have for you is, um, there was a convoy back in the 70s, early 70s, early 80s, right around I think before or after deregulation, a little before my time.
Okay.
I'm only 57. If you can find any information on that and look to their, see what they did to make sure we avoid any I thought about this. Uh, if you move forward with this, it almost sounds like you're trying to make a convoy, but not the virtual kind, like, well, the virtual kind, but not like you have on the road, like they did. But eventually, that probably is what will end up. You guys should be doing is have an actual convoy.
Okay.
Because you're gonna have to eventually shut this government down, shut the economy down. That's the only way they're gonna learn anything. And if you look at their mistake, if they made any, then you could take some notes and say, okay, we don't have to make sure we can avoid not doing those in the future if you decide to move to an actual convoy. I mean,
Right.
I highly recommend shutting this economy down. You guys are the backbone. See, I only drove 15 years
Right.
myself. I
Okay.
came off the road. Okay.
Well,
And
that's a lot. 1.5 million miles right there. I mean,
I got a brother who's still driving. He's driven pretty much every trailer out, pulled every trailer out there. Sorry, I got excited. He got 30 years on the road. Yeah, I said 30. Yeah.
wow.
I
That's like
consider my brother an old timer. Yeah.
yeah, there's only a few of those. I only know I've out of the 5 months I've been doing this and the many, many hundreds of no, dozens of people I've met, I only know off the top of my head like five drivers that have had
They're,
over 3 million, thirty
if you
years.
want to, that's another thing. Right, since you brought that up, they're 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 a dying breed. I hate to say it, but it's true. Uh,
Yeah.
the way their health is, their age, uh, the road conditions probably took their toll on them, and most of them are probably off the road. If any of them are still driving after 20 years, I'd be really shocked. That's another area you guys might want to look into is go seek out the old timers. They'll give you some advice that I can't even give you. I give you a couple points, to
Yeah.
go off of, but I think they give you way more than I could.
Well, you sound like just the person we'd love to have on our team. I mean, it sounds like you have a little bit of time maybe that you could give
Yeah,
if you're
I
not
do.
driving. You quit because it wasn't working for you. You weren't making
That's correct.
enough. So let's try to make it better. And these are issues that this is all by design. This isn't a mistake. The CBs being taken out of our trucks,
Yep.
the 30 different problems, and we sit here and just argue
Yep.
like little rats over all the little problems. That's why the thought here is, I mean, we do we not?
No, it's true. It's true.
We start talking about ELDs and we end up at the end of the
I know.
conversation talking about, parking spots and like it just there's too much to handle.
You
So
didn't even touch on the insurance they just got done raising.
I
I saw
know.
on TikTok. You saw that $2 million. What was it? It was insurance, and I believe it's for probably lease ops and OOs. And I think they raised it to $2 million that they
Yeah,
have to have.
it's
That's
crazy. Well, hey,
how they do that.
Wendy, let me give Mike his 3 minutes and then I'll circle back. Okay. And I can't add you for some reason. I thought I was already following you, but it's not letting me. Oh, here we
I
go.
know.
Okay, we're good. All right, Mike, welcome in. What's up, brother?
Oh, just sitting here at the yard chilling.
I see that. I see that. I'm clean today. Look, I'm clean today. I'm at the house.
See, or most of the, all the advocates we got on our page, you know, when they do a video or something, they clean themselves up, unlike some of these other advocates out here that just
Yeah.
look like they just crawled out of bed and then they want to talk a bunch of stuff.
I hear you, man. If you want to, my grandfather always told me if you want to be taken seriously, comb your hair, take a shower, brush your teeth, put some cologne on, wear a nice shirt. If you want to be taken serious, what do you
Yeah,
do?
I'm gonna do some videos here later on tonight while I'm sitting down here. I'm gonna do one on what is a professional,
Okay.
Yeah,
integrity,
yeah, yeah.
and my favorite one, jackassery.
Oh man, that's funny.
What is that?
Jackassery, that's somebody that uh just does shit, talks a bunch of trash, aggravates people, does, babbles.
I call it
Right.
drama. I call it drama. And it's in the Bible. get rid of your drama. Save your drama for your mama. You know, there's no place in business for drama. You know what I mean?
You get on here and do stuff and you talk about good things. David talks about good stuff. Bob, everybody talks about good stuff, but we got like two different groups out here that they get on and all they want to do is talk shit about everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. Some.
Yeah, you gotta. I can't stand people like that. If you're gonna do something, about what you're doing instead of worrying about what everybody else is doing.
Right. Right.
They made fun of our page.
Oh.
What we named our page. They made fun of it called Trump.
Are you almost done?
What are you doing?
Oh, all right.
Excuse me 1 second, Mike. I'm not, honey. No. Maybe another hour.
All right.
Why? Why are you asking?
Oh.
About an hour. All right.
An hour?
Yeah.
Kid off for an hour.
You what now?
Sorry. I said putting your kid off for an hour. I heard that.
Ah, true. Yes. We played all morning though, so this is my time now. I got 3 hours out of the day for me, which rarely happens.
They made fun of our page called, that's original page, but it is what it is. We're just gonna move on and stuff, and
Yeah.
page and doing what we're doing.
That's it. You don't let that stuff get to you, you know? Yeah, don't focus on the hate, focus on the support. That's what I do. That's what I try to my best to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So okay, I can't find myself on Facebook. Yeah. Weird.
Find yourself, you get lost.
Well, no, I tried on this. My son has his account up on this. I was gonna try to go on Facebook Live just on.
Right.
I was just told that a good way to grow and find other people is don't just go live on one social media platform. Keep going to different platforms because you'll find different people in different areas, not just on one platform. So I was gonna try to start doing that today, but we've been doing it now for, huh?
Ask your son how to do it.
I know. Yeah, they would know for sure. They would know for sure.
House like last Sunday.
Wait, what?
I thought you was leaving the house like last Sunday.
I did already. I went to Twin Falls. I went to Modesto. Tracy delivered. Then I went to San Francisco, picked up. I delivered in Boise, picked up in Twin Falls, went and saw my other daughter in Idaho and my grandkids in Idaho. Took a day off there and then got the load for Twin Falls and came back to Reno. And now I'm just taking the weekend off. I'm honestly just fed up. I'm just sick of it. I can't afford to. I don't care. I'm to the point where I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. I don't care. Screw it. Take the house, take the cars, take the shit. I don't care, man. It's exhausting to work 90 hours a week.
Yeah.
And where's the goal line? The goal line is always dangled right in front of me, dude. I'm exhausted. I'm sick of it, you know? It's too much, man. It's too much. We got to get something going here, you know?
Yeah.
Just hang in there. It'll get better.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, now. See, I'm trying to take off and go to Facebook. Everybody's joining now. Damn it.
Hey, you can't say that on here. TikTok shop, TikTok shop.
I know. No, I'm gonna go over there though in a minute. So Wendy, if you would like to join the team, we'd love to have you. I'm pretty sure Mike's already gonna join the team. Everybody go follow Mike. He's a really good advocate. He cares. Sarah's awesome. Go follow each other, everybody that's here. If you haven't already followed these folks, go follow them. And Wendy, have a great rest of your day. And we're gonna head over to Facebook here after Sarah gets her 3 minutes. All right.
Okay. How's it going? How's your kid?
My kid is better. He kind of backslid, and the medical terminology I'm not very good at, but he should be home now on Tuesday. So yeah, it's frustrating. It's a constant just this is him. You know, it takes its toll, man, on everybody.
It does. It does.
It takes its toll, you know. Now I'm starting to wonder. I can't help but wonder, is the medical industry Are they just keeping him on that? And this is just an opinion. This is just an assumption. I don't know this for sure, but it feels to me like they are keeping him just on the level of treating him instead of curing him so that they can make a ton of money. And here's the thing, like we're not paying it. We are part of a charity thing because we don't have medical. We can't afford it, especially his bill. Man, he's probably like $1 million a year. There's no way we could afford that. We are part of like a charity thing. We make such little money for 6 people that we qualify for like a charity thing. Rich people give to this charity event for people like me that don't make enough to pay it. And so we qualify for that. So, but here's the thing, just because we qualify for it and we're not paying it doesn't mean it didn't get paid. Somebody is paying that money. That money is being generated. So they are making a ton of money off us. A ton.
Vince, message me when you get done tonight.
Mhm.
I'm going to tell you how to get medical insurance.
Okay. Well, I've been trying for 15 years and I haven't figured it out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
I'm pretty good in that area. Like, I run a company, and people's got to have medical insurance, and I had to figure it out. So I haven't figured out. So
Yeah. Hey, DA compliance, you can't say the word K, brother. I have to mute you just for like 30 seconds. But that's terrible, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Damn.
how's the new local job going?
I figuring that out Monday. I'm gonna try to get that going Monday. I took.
I don't know how much you want to be an owner operator versus how much you want to be home.
Mhm.
I haven't figured that out with you, but if you wanted to be a company driver, Sherwin-Williams, right there where you live, would be the place. I mean, they provide free benefits for the whole family.
Company driving for me, I don't think there's a company out there that could afford to pay me a living wage to actually support our 6 people. I don't think it exists.
They pay a nice hourly wage, okay? It'd be worth the look. It would be definitely worth to look at it and
Yeah,
see
yeah.
what it has to offer.
Yeah, remember I tried with a couple local jobs and they just didn't pay enough. And they were paying, I think it was like $30 an hour. And even $30 an hour is not enough.
Let me ask you a question, Vince.
Mhm.
If you was to go to work at a company like Sherwin-Williams, where you have benefits for your family, right? And
Mhm.
you take your truck that you're driving, you leave it over there where you are. I'm not going to say your company name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You leave it over there where you are. You put a driver in it. That way, you collect a little bit of revenue off that truck plus your wages at your job, and to just kind of subsidize it.
Right, right.
Then
Sherwin-Williams does owner operators. I got a friend of mine that used to work for them.
Okay.
Would he still be able to get the benefits though if he was the owner operator?
I don't think so. Yeah.
I don't know. My buddy used to live in north of Sacramento, California, and he moved to Indiana. And I think he still works for Sherwin-Williams, but he used to run out of the Reno place quite a bit. And they go like out and back and stuff like that. It's a pretty steady gig, and he said he made pretty good money at it. You might want to look into that, Vince.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Could you do some research for our friend Vince and see what kind of benefits that your friend gets?
Yeah, I ain't talked to him in 2 years, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's still driving or what he's doing.
It always circles around to the same thing. When I have this conversation, it circles around to, hey, Vince, okay, you want to be home more? You have to be a local driver. And then okay, you're a local driver. Well, and I'm like, I'm not making enough. Okay, well, what are you spending? Oh, you're buying apples and oranges for your family? You have to stop that. Buy hot dogs, buy top ramen for your family. Like it's the same circle. Oh, I'm not saying with you guys. It's
I don't think you could afford it off of a local job. I think you're 100% right.
yeah.
That's why I was talking about using your truck for like a second source of income.
That's a good idea. Well, Monday, what I'm doing Monday is I have another friend. He's actually my brother-in-law. Uh, he's willing to do a dedicated. I'm willing to do a dedicated, more like regional. I would like to do a more regional dedicated. And if I could get, like I said, get a dedicated lane, get a direct customer for myself, and from what a lot of people have told me, it's almost impossible to get a dedicated lane for just one driver, one truck. But if you have two drivers, two trucks, and four trailers, there's a few opportunities out there for you to be able to do that. So my brother-in-law says he's down, he's willing to do it. So I might just buy another truck, four trailers, and go with a dedicated regional, Reno to LA and back, or Reno to Salt Lake and back, Reno to Seattle or Portland and back. Just something more,
What if
you
you
know.
was to take your truck, right, and sign it on over there, put your brother-in-law in it, pay him 30%, right? You keep the rest of it. Then you work there as a company driver and get benefits.
Oh, now there's an idea. There's an idea.
All the way around.
With Sherwin-Williams, you don't have to do all that. Go here, go there, haul this, haul that.
Right,
They haul a lot of their own stuff.
right,
You'll take stuff from over there over to like Indianapolis, and then you'll pick up there and take something to another place, and then you'll pick up and go back to Reno, or they even pay empty.
right.
Is that Black Bear restaurant still over there?
It's under construction right now. It'll probably be they're redoing it. You're talking about Petro, right? The Alamo? Yeah, they're redoing it right now.
No, I thought there's a restaurant there by the Walmart. Maybe that's.
Oh yeah. Black Bear, yeah. Black Bear's across from the TA. You're talking about across from the TA on McCarran. That's still there, yes. And that is still one of the most dangerous truck stops in the United States of America. I think it's third in danger, so be careful. It's right next to Western Village Casino. So if you're gonna go over there, I would highly suggest truck drivers go to Petro and take an Uber over to the West Valley Casino, because a lot of people that do go to casinos, they really like that one for some reason.
I've never personally stayed at a truck stop in Reno. You know where the Planet Fitness is up by the Home Depot?
Yes, I do.
That's usually my spot. That's usually where I stay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, next time you're in Reno, you're gonna have to hit me up and see if I'm in town, and we'll take you out to lunch. My wife and I'll bring you to lunch. Yeah, for sure.
Hold tight. We'll be there in 5 minutes. I'm ordering up an Uber.
There we go. There we go. Yep. Especially if it's snowing and the I-80 is closed, which happens all the time.
I'm kind of expensive. I like porterhouse and tomahawk steak.
Yeah. So the Petro in Reno at the Alamo, they are completely redoing the restaurant there. What's it called? The Petro, it's called
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about that TA, that raggedy TA?
that's the bad one, yes.
No, I'm talking about the restaurant I was talking about was actually not in Reno. It was over in the next town over, going back east.
Oh, you're talking about Fernley. You're talking about Fernley. After USA Parkway, you're talking about going east of Reno. Yeah. That's Fernley. That's a whole different ballpark. That's like a small town, Fernley. But they have three truck stops. They have a Flying J, a Pilot, and Loves. They don't have any. Oh, that's the Pilot. It's the Pilot right across from Walmart, and then across the highway, north of the highway, is Loves. The Walmart you're talking, and that's the second Sherwin-Williams. That factory is that the Sherwin-Williams you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, they have a second one, a distribution center in North Reno, Sherwin-Williams. That I don't know for sure. I think that's where the logistics office it would probably be. The factory, that's just a huge factory out of there. But well, I can't say online, but you get it.
Missed it. You missed the live earlier today. Roger was in there and Dexy was in there.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, Roger and I are getting along now. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Off your live. Yeah.
Then they was having a discussion about rock bands and hair bands.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, I've never heard Roger talk about anything but trucking.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been just trying to use that live, network people and to get people to get along. It's working.
That's great. That's what we need to do. We need to come together instead of keep arguing over who's trying to help. We need to come together and just support one another. Even if you don't agree with someone's idea 100%, it's okay to still join their advocacy group and try. What's working right now? What's working? Nothing's working, right? So what if we try, what if everybody tried everything? What if? What if? What might happen? You know what I mean? And the funny part is, just like with everything else in the United States, we are all arguing over the 2% of differences that we have. We are all 98% similar. I was just talking to my mother-in-law, arguing with her about it this morning, you know, because she's blue. I used to be red. I now consider myself purple. So we have always butted heads politically, especially the last 10 years, right? 12 years.
I know I'm over my 3 minutes, but I wanted to tell you something before I go.
Yeah. Damn,
One
that's
kid
hot.
that's been coming in my live and talking all kinds of craziness, right? You know who I'm talking about, that Dylan kid?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, he posted those Raycons and he made some threats online towards his wife last night. Yeah.
Whoa.
I got his information off the Raycons that he posted. I called his employer. I said, "Hey, this man is posting your numbers online." I said he's an owner operator. The guy's only been working for that company since Monday.
Wow.
I call the brokers and let the brokers know that, hey, this guy is posting your numbers online, because that's wrong.
Those are the good. Those are the drivers. They're just as shady as any bad broker we talk about. We gotta get those type of people out of the industry. Forget it. You know.
So then I had to call the local authority and let them know that he was making threats online towards his pregnant wife, and that's not cool.
No, it's not.
Like, you don't do that.
No, and I really wanted to talk to that man because I had the exact same scenario as him 6 years ago. For 3 years, while I was starting to build my business, my lease owner operator, and I was saving to buy the house I'm in right now, I went through the exact same thing as that man, and I came this close to losing my wife and 4 kids. This close. Some of it was my fault, some of it was her fault. We both were horrible with each other, but we worked it out, and we had family issues, we had extended family issues, so I could really help that man with just sharing what I went through. You know what ended up working for me was putting my foot down in the sand and drawing a line and saying, you know, you're either coming with me or you're not. And normally I don't do stuff like that, but every man somewhere in his life at some time has to put his foot down, or a woman, and say, you know what? If there's a lot of bad blood and fighting and bad vibration and anger and all that, you have to get away from that. You have to.
Was you in there? Was you in there when his wife came in there?
No, I was in there with Rocky. I think yeah, is
his wife ended up coming on my live.
okay. Was it a different story of what she was telling? A different story, wasn't she?
She was telling a different story. His whole demeanor changed. He
bet.
got mad that she came onto the live and told the truth. Then come to find out they're having a baby in April.
Yeah, he said that. He said that.
And then he threatened her. He threatened to beat the out of her.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. It's there's two things in life. There's the good angel and there's the bad angel, or the good wolf and the bad wolf, and you're going to feed whatever you're going to feed in life. So the choice is up to you. I decided to get away from it. I got away from it. I put new people in my life, positive people, inspiring people, people that were smarter than me, better than me, more successful than me. And that's not a bad thing. If we put smarter people in front of us, or alongside us, let them teach us, and then don't judge people that are maybe not where you're at, and you teach them and you help them. We can all have it. We really can have paradise. We can.
But I think you're right that we need to get the bad players out of the game, you know?
Definitely.
Drivers, whatever. Especially these dispatchers. Like, some of these dispatching things popping up are
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
well, I'm over my 3 minutes. And
All right.
So nice
Yeah.
seeing you.
I'm gonna go over to Facebook here in a minute. So if anybody wants to continue, that's where I'm going. So thanks for coming in, Sarah. And we're gonna keep rocking and rolling on this building a team. If you want to join, let us know. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good night.
All right. You too. Later. There she goes. All right, Mike. You got any last words, sir?
Yeah, one thing: truck drivers are their own worst enemy.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
put 5 of them in a room and ask what color that red crayon is, and you'll get 5 different answers.
Right. This is true. This is true until we start working together and until we take the power into our own hands, we're going to stay right where we're at and people are just going to keep taking advantage of us. That right there what you said, that's why we're being taken advantage of. It's simple. It really is simple. And I didn't believe that at first, right? 4 months ago I was like, you guys are all crazy. You don't know what you're talking about, but you know what, damn it, you guys were right. All of you were right.
I got one other thing too, and then I'll get off here.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Charles told me this, and I never really thought about it. But you know the big thing that's wrong with the trucking industry is like I've been driving 34 years.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dave's been driving 7. So there's that gap, that generational gap. We know what trucking was like back. The people driving now, all they know is the ELD. They know how trucking is now. They don't know what it used to be like,
Right.
and how much fun it could be, and how the job used to be freaking great. All they know is the miserable shit that they got today.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And that's the biggest thing. You got to get these guys to understand that there's more to life than this truck and that ELD controlling your life. Because a lot of companies got drivers letting that ELD control them.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I gotta go. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta be open. I gotta get up in this. It's that's the biggest problem right there. There's that gap.
Hey, brother, give me 1 second. My wife just surprised me and came home, and I'm gonna go give her a big kiss real quick. Hang on 1 second, all right? I didn't even expect her to be home. I'll try to get her to come on the video. Hold on. Hi. Ooh. That's okay. That's okay. Hi. How are you? Come say hi to everybody. Come on, please. Come on. Come say hi. Just for 1 second. Come say hi.
He's got to give everybody a kiss.
Yeah, come on, babe. Look at there's almost 200 people on here right now. Come, does everybody here? Would everybody like to meet my wife? Would everybody like to say hello? And meet Mrs. Truckers Unite now? Come on, babe. Come say hi. She's turning a little red. Come on, sweetheart. Come over here. Everybody's saying yes. Come on, babe. Okay. She's coming in a minute. You know what, Mike? You're not wrong, dude. It all starts with us, man. It all starts with the individual. Isn't that interesting? I said that I'm gonna move over to Facebook and then look how it jumped. I wonder if that was by design. Did they do that somehow or
I'm not saying.
I know.
I'm just saying hi.
Just say hi. Come on.
To leave.
All right, everybody. This is my wife, Caitlin. This is the person that inspires me all the time and keeps me going. This is my power source right here. This woman, this amazing woman.
I was just dropping them off.
Oh, that's it.
John.
Okay.
She couldn't leave the game for a whole hour.
All right. Sorry about that.
I'm not leaving right this second. I don't want to
The freight boss says hi, babe. Will says hi. Wendy says hi. Everybody's saying hi. This is awesome. Thanks, guys. All right. Well, Mike.
You got a good woman in your corner next to you. That's everything.
And you know what? That's what I was trying to explain to that dealing guy. I was trying to tell him, dude, you're focusing on your mother-in-law and your extended family. Stop. It all starts with your significant other, your partner. That's your hack. There's a reason God says that he brings man and woman together and then they form one flesh. There's a reason he says that. It's one flesh. It's one person of two that's moving forward, right? And And if you don't water that relationship, I learned the hard way. Almost, dude, we came this close to getting a divorce 6 years ago. Partly my fault, partly her fault. Mainly because I was stubborn, and I thought when I got married, I thought, well, I have her, right? Like, she's mine. She carries my last name. I don't need to date her really. I don't need to keep the relationship going. That I was foolish, man. I was really stupid. And because of that, the arguments started, and she didn't care about the money I was making at that time. And I was making a ton of money. This was like 9 years ago, and that's how we bought this house. And she didn't care. She's like, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for you to be gone all the time, and I didn't make the home time quality. I didn't. I was home for a day. I'd wash my clothes and I was gone. Now when I come home, I stay home for a couple days, and I daily I'm texting her things, and I'm listening to her problems, and I care, and she's important to me, and that's my other half. She comes first, nothing else. So I wanted to tell Dylan that, dude, stop focusing on the in-laws. The in-laws are important, yeah, love them, take care of them, but always focus on your spouse first. Always, even above your children, focus on your spouse.
If you focus on the other people and you and your wife end up splitting ways, you go to them, all they're going to do is talk shit about the other person.
Bingo. Bingo, bingo. So, all right. Well, brother, thanks for coming up. I'm going to get out of here. I might circle back, but I just want to give it a shot. I'm going over to Facebook. We'll see what happens. So have a great day, and keep the shiny side up. All right.
Too. I got a good woman in my corner too, so
I know you do. You're a lucky man. You're a lucky man. You're a lucky man. All right, brother.
Keeping me straight, man. She's keeping me straight.
That's good. Keep watering that relationship.
I love that woman to death.
Nice, nice. All right, brother. Take care, man.
I'll at you.
All right. All right, later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. Let's see. James, how long are you staying?
Because of him.
Oh, you're just home for a few things. Excuse me one sec, guys.
There's other Hollister packages.
I don't know. The only stuff that came in the mail was on the table downstairs. Yeah. Wow, just seeing your face is like, wow. She hasn't been home for
16 days.
16 days. And I've been home, even during the holidays. She was in the hospital with our son, and she's leaving right now. She's just coming home for a few things. And it's over and over. We go through this like 3 times a year, and it's really taken its toll on our family. But yeah, everybody that came in, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you guys. Let's build this team. If you want to be a part of this team, Truckers Unite Now, please DM me. We are going to have an application rolling out very, very soon. You could be a state organizer, or you could be part of the 9 spear drivers of the 10 per state. I actually ran the whole thing past her first. So Freight Boss, he's doing better now. He should be home Tuesday. Thanks for asking. 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verses 13 through 14 says this: be on your guard, stand still in the faith, be courageous, be strong, do everything in love. And a truck driver is supposed to be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the truck law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. So have a great day, y'all. And I might circle around back to TikTok later, but right now we're going to go over to Facebook. I am trying to reach as many truck drivers as I can. Give me about 5 minutes, and if I see you over there, awesome. That'd be great. If I don't see you over there, I'll see you the next time I see you. I hope you will join our team of 480 drivers. Remember, these are all free independent drivers. They are allowed to do whatever they want, and highly encouraged to be free truck drivers, free citizens. Join other trucking advocate groups. We're just going to be a small team that helps other trucking advocacy groups. I think it's the power in numbers is what we need. We don't have the money, so let's get it, drivers. Till next time, I love you, trucker family, and we're gonna head over to Facebook. I'm gonna be there in 5 minutes. I'm gonna start a clock now. Again, TikTok, I am not telling anybody to go over there. I'm just gonna be over there at let's see, 4:40. What am I? Pacific. 4:40 Pacific. All right. I'm gonna set the timer right now, and take care of yourselves. And please join our team if you want to do something selfless and something greater than yourself. Not if you need a microphone or attention or be a boss. There will be no bosses at Ton. Truckers Unite now. All right. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate you. Go to WeTheTruckers.com. Also, there's a lot of great trucking advocacy groups on there. Wayne Campbell, Coffee with Bob. Go to a lot of the other platforms too. Go check out FOPT, Mike. Go check out Wayne Campbell, all of them. All right, guys. WeTheTruckers.com. Go check it out. All right, later.